is our coordinator, Major Murphy Black. Multi-decorated field officer, better known as Kill Zone.
Why do they have nicknames?
You should know what the group is called. BAM.
BAM?
Big-ass motherfuckers.
A man just comes along and he buys us off a shelf and he plays with us until he thinks we're no longer fun, or he gets us all dirty, right? Then he wants to just throw us away. And you know what? Let me tell you something, Mr. Player, Mr. Pimp, Mr. Great Daddy. We are tired of being your boy toys.
Fuck off, man.
Through with your lies and your wandering eyes. Oh, yes. Now, let me tell you something. We are not your bitches, your hookers, your whores, or your honeys. And you know what? We do just fine without your dick or your money.
It's fucking crazy.
So you see, you can't have your cake and eat it.
Got your fucking
Hey,
mind.
Let's retire upstairs.
Yeah, you
Shut
fucking
up!
crazy.
Oh! I'm so sorry, baby. Did that hurt?
Oh, fuck you, Brandy. Fuck you, bitch. I don't know how the fuck you gonna get me upstairs, huh? Cause I ain't walking up that motherfucker.
Oh, you're not. Oh, wait.
Ow!
Move it. Move it.
Oh, it still hurt.
You know, Darnell, it's funny how men cooperate when you lock in on their nuts. Of course, I prefer the word testicles.
It's 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just getting in. I knock on the door down the bush. Sweet Lou says, "Who is it?" She opened up the door and let me in. Never do she once says, "Where have you been now?" She said, "Are you hungry? Are you hungry, honey? Did you eat? Yes. Let me hang up your coat, your coat, your coat." And the woman tells me, "Pass me your hat too." All the time she smiles, never raises her voice. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. Between love and hate, yeah. It's a thin line between love and hate. It's a thin line between love and hate.
Well, it's another Valentine's Day, and we here at BAM like to do what we always did. Give you a movie where we kind of negate the whole point of Valentine's Day. Last time we did The Room, and last year, I don't remember us doing anything. But the point is, this year, we're going to do A Thin Line Between Love and Hate, which corresponds in, you know, Martin Lawrence month and Martin Lawrence getting down in this movie and all such like that. With this BAM, as always, it's DJ Sue right across from me. And this time, because it goes in with the month, CJ's with us. So in other words, if you're a girl that likes CJ, you're not going to like him on this one. He's going to be objectifying.
is it objectifying or just admiring the beauty of black women? That's all I'm saying. I mean, the correlation between Lynn Whitfield's tits and Lisa Nicole Carson's tits. I'm just admiring what the 90s gave to us.
What?
That's all I'm saying.
I'm sorry. What?
I'm just saying.
Look, I got nothing.
I'm admiring what the 90s gave us with black women. It was just flowing all around.
No, look, I got nothing on this. The only thing I could say for this movie is, there's a lot of lore.
Oh God! You know what?
There's quite a bit of lore. Okay, first, all right. Considering that this is a Martin Lawrence film,
directed by him too.
Directed this movie. He wrote the screenplay. He wrote the story. This was his movie. He narrated the movie, and he got Roger Troutman on for the music. Not bad, Martin. Not bad.
Gotta be real, man. Martin could have got like James Earl Jones to do the narration. That would have been awesome. But I'm just saying.
No, he wouldn't. Why would he do that? Why would Martin do that? Just imagine. Look at me. I'm in the pool right now.
Awesome. It's like, wow.
No.
Already lost me, movie.
No, CJ, that wouldn't have worked. Now, had he got Keith David, that probably would have worked.
Nah, no, it wouldn't. Keith David at the time was not known by black people because we were.
He was doing he did Men at Work with Charlie Sheen and Estevez, so that's where he was at.
No, you just answered my question. Black people didn't recognize him because all he was doing was white movies at the time. He was an angry
black guy in an all-white movie.
He always played angry black guy. Remember the thing where even though he survived to the end, black people didn't remember him.
Wouldn't you be mad if Wilford Brimley just told you about diabetes every 5 minutes? I'm just saying.
Now, considering that this is Martin's project and this is under You Go Boy Pictures, you know who could have been the narrator? He could have got Homeboy from his TV show. Man, sit your ass down.
Man.
Look at me. I'm in that goddamn pool.
Then again, I forgot also during this whole time, Keith David was too busy crooning the ladies as Goliath and Gargoyle, so there you go.
That's true.
Crooning the lady.
Hey, that voice,
Chris.
Man. That voice.
Chris, are you trying to tell me that girls our age were 13 at the time, were like, oh my God, Goliath, his voice is just so manly and pale.
That voice.
You mean to tell me that was happening?
I'm pretty sure there probably
one or two women.
One or two. Possibly. The same.
No, Chris, put it in reality. There were so many white girls that were on.
Exactly. So, I'm not going to say black.
Don't say black girls. Don't say black girls.
Now, CJ, let me ask you a question. During the time when this movie was coming out, did you know how this movie is actually connected to the TV show, Martin?
The only thing, and I only realized that until high school when they started talking about all this stuff. I think the only connection was it something dealing with Regina King or something like that?
Well, yeah, that was part of it. There was actually two connections to this movie. All right, the first one was during the forgetful but not forgetful season 5 of Martin. And the episode took place where Martin and Tommy were no longer friends. In part 1 of that episode, Martin and Gina, and as well as Cole and Pam and all of them, they all decided to go to the movies. And when they went to the movies, they didn't know that Tommy was going to be there with Pam. And Gina was like, look, the seats are sold out. This is the opening night of A Thin Line Between Love and Hate, and I really want to see this movie. They name drop.
You, I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that. That was cringeworthy because it was you can tell that right before that went down. It's like, Tisha, you got to say the line. See, I'm not saying it, Martin. Come on, say the line. It's in the script. Look, nigga, I'm about to sue you, so just get ready. Is what I'm trying to tell you,
folks. Season 5. That was whew.
Season 5 was rough, man.
Man.
D and I had a conversation about this earlier about how they pretty much went all over the place trying to give season.
She was gone MIA for 10 episodes. It's
yeah, she was. She was MIA for for a number of episodes, and because of that, they had to go with some crazy shit. For example, almost every character got their own episode in season 5.
Yeah, Cole and his girl and stuff having an episode. I was like, huh.
One of the best ones was actually Cole and Tommy getting their own episode, them trying to get Martin's engagement ring back.
I remember that one. I remember that episode.
Martin himself was only in the episode for 2 seconds while his character Jerome pretty much played center stage the whole time.
You know, it's kind of funny. I think during this same time with the 5th season, with him filming A Thin Line Between Love and Hate, we can kind of say that was, oddly enough, the peak of Martin's success.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, 96 to about 98 was where he peaked off at.
Yeah.
And after the TV show, everything went down from there. You know what I mean? He got in a fight with his wife a couple times. He was high on that nigga was on PCP. He wasn't on no weed. Weed don't make you do that.
Yeah. If I'm the second connection, CJ, and this is probably the most blatant connection. Remember the cruise? The cruise episode from season 5?
Oh, that was actually the best episode. That was actually no. I take that back. The cruise wasn't the best episode of season 5. I don't think it was.
Cruise episode of season 5 was quite literally this movie on a boat.
I'm sorry, you mean to tell me that they took the movie and put it in a TV show?
They did. They took the movie and put it in a 2-parter.
See, Chris? 40 minutes.
What made it funny was that they brought in Lynn Whitfield's character, and it's not like it's not like she showed up and it's like bam, here she is. Like they played it like kind of subtle. It's like okay, she's in it. They're like Martin's attracted to her, she's attracted to him. Shit's going great, and yeah, we see the psycho side of her just come out like off the damn jump, where she becomes obsessed with him.
So why would you do it twice?
Why would you have
the same character do it twice then? And I'm not even saying the same character, the same actress do it twice.
Like I could see if they did that with like Martin's like early 90s movies or whatever. Like if he like let's say he had made a thin line between love and hate like back in like 91 or something, and then during the 5th season of this show he actually brings that story into he brought that story from the movie into his episodes. That I would see. I'm like, okay, this is actually a callback. But bruh, you put this out around the same time that you were doing the show.
You know what? You're right about that. You know what? Chris will know this show. Imagine if Helen Hunt was on. It was an episode of Mad About You, and Helen Hunt told Paul Reiser, "Yeah, we got to chase down this twister." What? Did you see Paul? Did you see Bill Pullman bust down the door? Where you at? We gotta go. And like young Jack Black. Yeah, let's get. No, not Jack Black. I mean,
no, that was Jack Black.
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Oh, yeah,
Philip Seymour. That was Seymour Hoffman. Come on, we gotta go. Woohoo! All that crap. Yeah. Imagine that. That's how it would be. Yeah, it sounds stupid, doesn't it? Well,
it does.
All I'm saying is, I don't even hate the movie. It's just like, okay, this is one of those movies that is kind of a revenge-esque, I guess. A little
not
bit.
Even revenge.
This
movie. It's a dark comedy. It's a dark comedy romance film. That's what this is.
Romance.
But this movie came out during that weird time in the 90s where, and I'm going to say it, and I think you guys will agree with me, we had a lot of movies where these guys where it's the black guy, he's a player.
Yeah, the player movies.
Hey,
which by the way,
you know what?
We're not fucking doing Def Jam's How to Be a Player. I'm putting it out there.
I told you.
No, hold on.
Me and Chris came together. We had a powwow. I said, I don't like Bill Bellamy. Chris like, hey, I do you one better. I don't like anything he made.
This is why every time I laugh, whenever we bring up anything that with Bill Bellamy in it, and we always say we're not doing How to Be a Player, because as much as I could go in on that movie, I can understand these two for saying no.
Oh, and actually, there was a bigger waste of the movie. Even though he probably did have the funniest scene, you wasted Bernie Mac.
Oh yes,
that is a sin. You wasted Bernie Mac. How fucking dare you, Mr. 3000? Even let Bernie Mac do something.
Yo, Mr. 3000. Yo, look, I watched Mr. You know what's funny? I never saw Mr. 3000 in theaters. Saw it on TV, and I was like, it was an alright movie. What the fuck? Like,
all right. I wasn't gonna pay no money for this one, but yeah.
It's not that bad. But then to Def Jam's How to Be a Player, I'm just looking at like, so these are the women you're cheating on, huh? I mean, I give you Mary Morrow and Beverly Johnson, but I don't know about Lark. A little shaky on that one.
No, it ain't.
Which is ironic.
Chris exposed himself on that one. Chris exposed himself. Chris, do you like Lark Voorhees?
No, I don't.
Never did. God, really?
Never did.
Man, I'm sorry.
Sorry,
that looked like she was up there.
You were about ready to hear me say, "Yeah, I did." I'm like, no, not really.
Now hold on. Y'all want to know somebody who actually does like Lark Voorhees?
Who are you?
Nah, Martin.
Really?
Oh. Yeah, they were actually engaged at one point.
Wow. Holy shit.
Matter of fact, I could tell you, and I could tell you when this happened. Which circles right back to like to a thin line between love and hate. You remember the 3-part episode of Martin where him and Gina broke up, and you see him with the young cute girl.
Yeah,
that was them. That was them when they were engaged at that time.
Wow.
What?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, I remember when she dated fucking Zach from Saved by the Bell, Mark Paul, and they dated for a couple of years and stuff, and then they split off. And I'm like, well, that's to be expected.
Mark would have that.
Yeah, matter of fact, if you were to go and look up like all the people that Martin had in his personal life, he was engaged to her like back in '93.
That's amazing, man. These movies, the way they were made, I'm just gonna say it. They produced so many fuck boys.
They did.
So many fuck boys were produced by this. The ones that grew up thinking this shit was cool, and the ones that were birthed from niggas like these guys.
I mean, now if you look at the movie itself, right? So Martin plays a playboy, male chauvinist. We've seen these, like I said, D said, we've seen these characters in movies and stuff, right?
He's not even a male chauvinist as much as he's just a fucking asshole.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
You know what I mean?
And the thing of it is, it's like, okay, all the women and stuff that he's, there, which, by the way, Wendy Raquel Robinson, I forgot she was in this movie, and I'm like, Jesus, Wendy, like, how old are you? Because
Wendy's like 59 years old, and she still looks the same.
She don't look.
She still looks exactly the same.
The only difference.
Meanwhile,
is she had a '90s hairstyle in this movie. That's about it.
With Lynn Whitfield being in this movie, do you know that she was actually 12 years older than Martin? She was 42 when she did this movie.
Can't see it.
Yeah.
You don't see it. You want to talk about black? Hold on. You want to talk about black not cracking, my nigga?
Lynn Whitfield still looks the same.
She does.
She still looks exactly the same.
Even on Greenleaf with the gray hair, she looks the same.
Now, all right. Now I got to be real with you. There might be a couple of wrinkles in there.
That's what I'm saying. She plays a good job of playing the deacon's wife to Keith David, so they work perfectly.
Hey, D, do you like Greenleaf? No, that show sucks. It really actually sucks. It is not that good. Ooh, intrigue in the church. Let me guess, somebody's gay. Let me guess, somebody's doing some sinful shit on the slide. Let me guess.
You could come up with a checklist of things. You can come up with a checklist of stuff that you've seen in a lot of black movies involving the church, and Greenleaf checks it off every episode.
Dude, basically, Greenleaf is combine all the stage plays you've seen, put a dash of church, put a big old crucifix in the blender, and just pour it out into Hennessy. You got Greenleaf.
I only watched it because I was like, oh, Keith David's in it. Let me check this out. And I'm like, huh, okay.
Keith David plays... Look, it's amazing that Keith David plays the world's most convincing and yet unconvincing pastor.
It's like the third time he's played a pastor in some sort of avenue, and it's like, huh, it's not bad.
Nigga, you was a loan shark and barber shop. I don't believe you. And then I think to myself, yeah, that's a pastor. Yeah,
that's about right. So,
because all the girls that Martin had in this movie were just the prototypical ones, where it's like, oh, I got the shy one. He basically just kisses her and tells her everything. I'm surprised that chick wasn't pregnant. Anyway,
I'm surprised she didn't get pregnant off of that kiss.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, then they got the chick.
Like, he's like, come on, because she's the type of girl like, well, I'm like 3 months pregnant, and I'ma love you, girl. He's gonna get his shirt and just walk out the laundromat. Never be seen
that's
again.
That's the type of chick that Martin's going to be asking, so you getting that abortion or not?
Exactly. Well, and look, and sadly enough, if that's going to make you stay, in Martin's mind, bitch, I'm leaving.
But sure, I'll pay this $2,097.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you got to do it in Martin's voice. Oh, yeah. I'm going to be there. Yeah. Doesn't show up ever since then.
Then you got the chick from the nail salon, from the beauty salon that doesn't really take shit from him, but she's all happy for the VIP thing.
No. This is what we got to say. Those chicks are the worst ones to me.
In what way?
I always
'Cause
say
maybe
this
I
because-
read it wrong.
Because
Maybe I read
to
that
me,
scene wrong.
to me, I will never understand the girls who are like, you're going to do what I do, say, you're not going to do what I do. Like, you're not going to disrespect me, and I know who you running around with. I don't know. You just say any little thing to me, and I just do it, yada yada yada, and yada yada yada. He says 2 words to you, and it's like, I'm getting in the VIP, right? Bitch, you have just ruined your whole setup.
Here's the thing. How do you jump? But here's
You were
the thing.
so fake. Because here's the thing. The reason why I don't like them because they're equally as fake as him.
But that's the
You're
thing.
equally as fake.
That's my thing too. It's like, how do you come off and say you're not going to disrespect me? I'm like, I haven't done anything to disrespect you. What the fuck are you talking about? Like,
They're the ones that crank everything up to fucking 11.
You cannot have the demeanor of Lauryn Hill, but fuck me like you're motherfucking Amber Rose. You cannot have that same demeanor.
I mean,
you can't be two things at once.
To what point though? Because I think you can have that, but it has to be like a line.
No. You can't. You can't because you can't hit this whole you got to respect me yada 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 yada. I don't need you, but then you want to get in the VIP.
Yeah,
I guess I gotta talk to him
on that angle. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, you're right.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about the women who out there who know what they are, know what they want, and if that nigga's not going to do it, she'll shut him down off the brick and tell him go skedaddle and go follow some other trick. You're not following me. I'm not talking about them. They're good. They're hot.
The ones that are pretty much given paradise, and you still shit on the nigga that give it to you.
Hey,
Yeah,
side note, you know what's ironic? This fucking movie tied Primal Fear for #1 spot opening weekend. That is amazing.
That's not amazing because here's the funny thing about Primal Fear. Primal Fear, as good as it was, a lot of people weren't gonna go to the movie as well.
But D, it's Richard Gere, man. It's Richard Gere,
man.
But hold on. But what was but you know what? What was Primal Fear's budget? Do you know, CJ?
I don't know.
Because I could tell you this. This movie had an $8 million budget.
You can feel that $8 million budget.
Yeah, you can feel it.
I hate you, Chris. I hate you. I hate you so much for that. You can feel it.
No, this movie had, bruh. This movie had an $8 million budget and turned in like fucking $35 million.
Let's be real about this. Let's be real. Let's keep it 100. All right. Is this really like a $30 million fucking movie? Hell no.
No, it's not. But I'm just saying.
No.
I'm just saying.
In the context of now, if they try to do a thin line between love and hate, that shit would be a fucking $30 million fucking movie. And I'm like, where's the $30 million going, guys?
Yeah, it probably would. No, better yet, actually, CJ. No, I'll take it a step further. It'd be a $30 million Netflix movie.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yes, it would. Yes, it would.
You ain't lying.
He is not lying because this is a movie. If you put it out today, and we're not doing that same comparison. The same movie and all that, whatever. But the same type of movie. You put the same type of movie there today. Flip a coin if you're gonna put in the movie theaters. I mean it.
Really need to be careful of what we say.
Why?
What?
February 19, 2015, Martin Lawrence uploaded a picture of the screenplay of A Thin Line Between Love and Hate 2 on his Instagram.
Son of a bitch! God damn it, Martin. How do you do a sequel?
Don't worry, guys, don't worry. Don't worry.
Bear in mind, this was 3 years ago. Let's also keep something else in mind, CJ. You gotta remember, we're at this point in the game now with Martin where he'll pitch something, whether it's to CBS, ABC, Fox, whoever, and that shit will get shut down.
Look,
well, so what you're trying to tell me here, DJ Sue, is that your Netflix theory might be more right than we realize, right?
All I'm saying is this, right?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
As I say that this movie would have cost it, I forgot that Girls Trip came out, and that was a $20 million budgeted movie, and that shit fucking cleaned house, so I don't know. I mean...
I don't know. It matters who... Look, the only equivalent of Martin... Because who's the black equivalent now of Martin? Don't you dare say Kevin Hart. But who's the black equivalent of Martin right now?
Nobody. Honestly, nobody. You really can't. You can't compare Martin really with anybody else because there's nobody like him.
Nah, it really isn't.
Well, there's no other black comedian out there making movies like him. That's
Yeah.
a better. That's the better way of saying it. Also.
Yeah, but like,
But then again, and this is just unfair to black comedians. It's always like we can only take one black comedian at a time. Like you will never see a Martin movie and an Eddie Griffin movie out at the same exact time. That wouldn't work. For whatever reason, Hollywood's like, no, we can't have too many of you niggas making movies at the same time.
now
I don't know why.
Now here's the ironic part about this movie, right? So Martin has all these women, right?
Oh, we're not done. We're not done talking about the women. Dude.
Okay, so Wendy Raquel Robinson, the shy chick, and then the chick from the beauty shop. What was the fourth one?
Now we didn't mention Wendy. Wendy is the mom.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
two kids.
like AKA in the opening shot, not Tisha Campbell.
I know, right? I was like, is that Tisha? No, that's Wendy.
I'm like, this can't be
how you
Tisha.
doing?
Like, this cannot be Tisha, man. They was in the middle of that sexual harassment thing. Ain't no way in hell that was her.
Hi, Wendy.
Now that being said, you said that same haircut. Look, dude, it was the '90s.
All
light skinned women had the same fucking haircut. Same.
That was the '90s light skinned dude. All right.
Hey, here's the crazy part, man. Wendy literally went from this movie, and it seems like she just went to that and just integrated into Steve Harvey show with that same goddamn haircut. Cause she has the same one in that damn.
She
show.
did. She kept that shit all the way into '99.
Yep. You know, it's kind of funny. I done seen Wendy put on several different haircuts, and she looks a little bit different in her other movie. Last movie I seen her in actually was the Dumb movie. Dumb movie with the people trying to kill themselves to see God and all that shit. That movie.
Shit. Actually, funny thing, the last thing I seen her in was that show, The Game. That was the last thing I really kind of saw her in. So
it makes me laugh seeing people go through different stuff from the Steve Harvey show. Like I still haven't seen Cedric's girlfriend since the show ended. The last thing I seen her in was actually Daddy's Little Girls.
Nah, she's on the Chitlin Circuit, dude.
Yeah, good for her.
Yeah.
Cedric still has a show that's alive, but I think it's done now. Whatever it was, he was like a pastor, I think, or some shit. I don't forget.
Yeah.
But, you know, of course, Steve Harvey is Steve Harvey. But here's the thing that kills me. How everybody's changed. The one thing I can give Steve Harvey is that he's smart. Why? That nigga has never cut off that mustache.
Man.
He knows.
Oh,
if he cuts off that mustache,
by the way,
it is over.
And by the way, she's actually in Greenleaf.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Wow, there you go.
Yeah.
So the question arises: who had the better career, Lynn Whitfield? Why am I saying that? Lynn had a better career. Look, the point is,
what are you talking about it? It's like by leaps and
no
bounds.
offense, Wendy. No offense, Wendy. Now the good question is this: who aged better, Wendy? I think Wendy.
Look,
I think
she
Wendy
has a new Netflix show where she's gigoloing around and shit. I'll approve.
Really? So Wendy is still working, like legitimately working. Good for her, man. So those are three girls. Did he have any other girl? Did he have any other?
Just those three. And our lead woman, Regina King.
All right, y'all. Look, real talk. I was not looking at the screen half the time when this movie was on. So every time I heard her talk, I was like, God damn it, Riley and Huey.
Riley and Huey.
Look, man, Regina King.
I was waiting for her. I was waiting because there was one line that he threw at her. He's like, "Nah, girl, you know I miss you." I was ready for her to say, "Nigga, you gay."
Yo, listen. You know what? See what messed me up with Regina King, right? Versatility and stuff. Because you watch her in Poetic Justice where she plays like.
I'm sorry, versatility. You
didn't see me put air quotes. Hold on. You didn't see me put air quotes when I said versatility here. I said versatility. If you want video, I have air quotes here. All right, just putting that out.
Wow, you're dirty shit. But go ahead.
I'm not dirty as shit. I just said versatility here. Come on. It's like she played like the hood rat friend and fucking. Might as well say fucking fucking Boys in the Hood, and then that trying to transfer to fucking Poetic Justice. She was playing the same goddamn character and stuff.
Like Poetic Justice, Higher Learning. Hold on, Poetic Justice, Higher Learning, and then
she wasn't as hood rat, but she was still a little hood. You saw?
No, she wasn't.
You know what that was?
And I thought that was good because considering what Ice Cube was in Higher Learning, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Yeah. So it's funny how they went from that movie, and he got her on Friday.
Yeah, and she played the same character.
Yeah.
She played his sister.
What?
It's all connected.
You know what?
It's all connected.
You can connect Higher Learning, Friday, and then Line Between Love and Hate to be in the... No, you can't.
Nah,
Yes, you can.
High
No,
Learning
you
and
can't.
Friday, you can. High Learning and Friday,
You can. Highland, you can. I think you can. They all took place in. Look, yes, you can.
They were all in the 90s.
They all
Shit, you
took
right,
place in
because
LA.
this was
They all
like
live in
95,
LA.
96,
They were
97-ish, so yeah.
No way. They came out like one after another. If I'm not mistaken.
you probably could. There's a connection here. Is there like a progression and like she got oh shit, you right, D. Boys in the Hood, she was Shalika. Then she popped up in Poetic Justice as the friend. Then she got her shit together in Higher Learning in college. Friday she's doing whatever, and then bam, she's in the Air Force. Connection complete.
All while living in California, which is where all these movies took place.
It connects. God damn it, it connects.
So what type of universe is this then? Is this the black movie U? Is this still the black movie universe that we're in? I don't know. I don't know how to criticize this.
See, I was gonna say it's the John Singleton cinematic universe, and I'm like, well, three of them are.
It's the JSU. It's the JSU. No, it's the Black LA cinematic universe.
Yeah,
that is true.
Black LA, the Compton universe.
South Central.
That is
South
ironic
Central.
that the progression of her characters is like, damn, how I learned it. She went to college. She got her shit together. I was like, fuck it, I'm getting my education in college.
And Nick, and hold on. And wait, and you see her character in this movie, bruh. Did you see that rank of hers, like her Air Force rank?
I joined the Air Force. She fucking came. That's like you came out of college and you are fucking you are like literally an officer. That's what.
Yeah, you're an officer right off the jump.
They just threw out. All they did was just threw some Air Force blues on her and said, "There you go."
True. That is true.
Yes. That was a service song. There was a service song.
Here's the thing. So Virginia King plays Mia, right? Now, R.I.P. Della Reese, respect. She plays the mom.
Yeah, Della Reese, which makes me laugh when you see Della Reese and then you see Lynn Whitfield, and I say to myself, Della, you could be Lynn's mama.
I know, right?
Wow, that is
true. Because real talk, y'all. Real talk. And I'm looking both ways because I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble by anybody. But Della Reese could get all of this dick back in the day. I'm not even look at old pictures.
I don't know if we said that during the Harlem Nights podcast, but I think all three of us unanimously agreed. Della could get it.
Della could have got it back then, yeah.
back in the day.
Sure Red Fox hit,
1960 Della Reese could have caught it.
Hey, look, I'm pretty sure Red Fox hit them skins before he died. Like, hey, Della, let's go.
Red, I don't know, man. I think Red at the time was too busy fucking white women. Anyway.
Anyways, folks.
Moving along.
I mean, look. We just got the revelation that Richard Pryor was with fucking what's his face?
Marlon Brando.
Which is like,
look.
Where's David? If they said David Bowie on top of that, I'd be like, wow, shit, I need to see fucking.
You know what? It makes me think, man. When it comes to any of our celebrities, you remember how we've been hearing these stories for years about certain people getting fucked in the butt in these weird parties and all this shit. So it makes me think, D, what would make you feel comfortable? What would make you feel comfortable if it came out and you slept with somebody? What would everybody say? D got a good one. What would it be for you? And I said to myself, Randy Orton. I mean it.
Randy Orton.
Even though D would be the guy that would convince him that Black Lives truly does matter. So just saying.
Nah, Randy be on his deathbed. I never thought until that day. But why did you say but why did you say anything about it? I was so ashamed. Oh.
No, actually, D.
Boy, like I was so ashamed. He told me, Randy, RKO. Racism. Ugh. No, everybody all quiet and look at me. So basically he's telling you that my dick was dope. So I don't know why y'all looking at it.
It came out of nowhere, I'm just saying.
It came out of nowhere, Dick. See, Chris, here you go. Here's an Apple sticker. Scratch it, man.
So all I'm saying is Della Reese plays the mama, and Martin's character Darnell, he gives her money and stuff, and she's like, "Oh, why are you doing that?" And all that shit. And
me doing that for me?
Yeah, and
Della Reese always plays two roles for me: caring and complaining. There's always two speeds for her.
And we get a special appearance by Melinda Williams. She plays Darnell's
Melinda
sister.
Williams. Real talk, y'all. Melinda Williams. Oh, I miss seeing her thick ass. I do. Now I don't know about thick, but
Gotta be
I
real.
miss-
That her and what's her face were the only two reasons I was really watching the Soul Food TV series. To be honest, so.
yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear. I
Yeah,
miss seeing her.
Yeah,
I
Nicole
miss.
Ari Parker and Melinda Williams. Those are two right there. I was like, yeah.
When I say it again about Nicole Ari Parker, why are you not bigger than what you should be?
Especially when you got
What
Boris
happened?
Kojo, fucking light-skinned black dude extraordinaire who took over Shamar
A
Moore's
light-skinned
place.
goddess. The light-skinned goddess.
Speaks
Love me
German.
light-skinned god.
That dude rapped in German, and everybody at the BET Awards, all the women there fucking wet their pants and shit. I was like, well, shit. Well, there you go.
Come on, man. He's already bald-headed, tall, light-skinned. Already have a foreign name. He's a mediocre actor. He already had the panties, nigga.
Say he rapped in German.
That
And
was
all the
icing
girls
on
was
top.
like, "Oh my god, he raps in German." I'm like,
That nigga speaking Spanish and all that. That's German, Quita. Really? Shit, girl. One of them. One of them. I don't care if he's from Czechoslovakia. It's German
man.
again.
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
Jesus, this was a who's who. We got Snoop Dogg as a cameo, non-speaking, by the way. He just showed up and gave Martin dap.
you can't be in LA and not have Snoop Dogg in the LBC crew. That's all I'm saying.
That's what made me laugh about the LBC crew is that Trey D was in this. This was super pre East Siders Trey D. He wasn't even rocking the Jerry
I'm just
curl.
saying, folks, you need to listen to those BAM episodes where they talk about the East Siders.
Because it's been a while since I seen this movie, and I was like, "Oh my god, Trey D was in this, and he was part of the LBC crew." Like, okay, and everybody else, and I'm hearing that super hard South LA accent from from all them rappers. I'm like, yes, this is that. Yes, this is that West Coast rap that I ain't heard in a good minute.
There's a weird fact about this, though. When it comes to Trey D has been in more reviews of BAM than any other actor.
Yeah, yes.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's amazing, ain't it?
Yeah, out of everybody in hip hop music that's been in any reviews, Trey D's been in the most.
Hey,
Yo,
I think we could put that.
no
I think we
crap.
could put the cap in y'all guys' feather. Y'all probably the only podcast that is talking about Trey D like that. So I'm pretty sure he's happy.
One more. I think we only got like one more Trey D movie that he's been in. And if we do that, and I doubt it, I don't even know what movie it was. But if we do it, that will be all the movies. Oh yeah, that was The Wash. But we didn't do The Wash.
Yeah, we did.
We didn't do.
Wash.
Yeah, we did. We did
But-
a watch.
Not for BAM though. But for Three
Yeah.
Black Geeks. But that being said, guys, we have covered all of Trey D's filmography. Congratulations, we did well. We did very, very well.
Somewhere Trey D is clapping to himself like, "Thank you guys for recognizing me."
Collapsing LBC. No, collapsing. Collapsing.
Collapsing LBC.
First off, hold up. Go back to what DJ Sue was saying about Tracy Morgan. Tracy Morgan with the fucking hustle man look still.
Bruh, that was Hustle Man. Come on, this is
That
You
was
Go
straight up
Boy.
Hustle Man. You can make that
this is
connection.
Hold up, this
Make
is
that
You Go. This is You Go Boy Productions, nigga. That was
I
Hustle
saw
Man.
you tapping your feet, man. Pick up the pieces. I'm sorry.
I was ready for him to say, "What's up, Chief?" I was ready for that.
I got
You know what?
man.
And that was the funny thing. He didn't even talk in this movie. He showed. I mean, he was in it. He was in it, but he didn't talk. Tiny Lister was in this movie. Bruh.
Now we could connect that to Friday, but it won't make sense because Debo was still locked up at the time.
Yeah.
So it
He
doesn't
was
make
locked up.
sense.
Yeah.
He was. Now hold on. There's something. We also got something. Bruh, this is a fucking Friday connection. Faison Love is in this movie. When he wasn't being the neighborhood drug. Hold on. Hear me out. When he wasn't being the neighborhood drug dealer, he was slinging clothes in the back of his van.
Actually, I could imagine Big Worm doing that anyway.
True.
I'm just
I can
saying.
imagine Worm doing that anyway, man.
No. It's funny. It's funny.
And hold on, and we got one more. Mr. Quick change the channel, turn slow, and look back at him. Miguel Nunez is in this movie.
Hold on.
Miguel!
Sir, did you forget the most important guy in this movie? TC from fucking Magnum PI, dog.
Hey, about Miguel, though, you know the one thing that we have to mention? There's a Martin connection in here, too. You know why?
Yeah, Pretty Ricky.
What they called him. Pretty Ricky, what they called him.
That's why I said, hey, he's in this movie too. I was like, all right, Martin, I see what you did. You got almost everybody that was successful enough to work with you on the episodes to be in this movie. I see what you're doing, bro.
What you said, Martin? Like, actually, nah. I got Miguel Nunez from actually that character actors list that everybody got. Hell yeah, I'm a character actor, motherfucker.
I'm just saying.
Take my car.
What
I come in. Look, I'm a part of the black package. Me, Tiny Zeus Lester, and Faison Love are all on that list too. And Giancarlo Esposito. He didn't fit this movie.
I'm just saying, like, Miguel Nunez, that dude has had an interesting career path.
You know what? I hate to say it. It makes me feel like Joanna Man kind of ruined it for him, man.
I feel that was the movie that was just like, Joanna Man, crap.
Unfairly too.
Wait, hold on. Can you really say that Joanna Man, like, I mean, yes, it's an eyesore of a film on his career. Because this was like 2002, and holy shit, he was in Pluto Nash as well.
Back-to-back stinkers in the same goddamn year. You really fucked yourself on that.
And put it this way, you know what?
And think about this. We didn't see him for 3 years after that.
Yeah. You know what?
He came back and flipped the script. Clean Up Men and Joey, the TV series. Then he was in National Lampoon's TV, the movie.
He was in Black Dynamite though, Mo Bitches.
But all those TV shows, especially Joey, all of them were failures though.
Then he showed up in Kicking It Old School.
And then doing a Jamie Kennedy movie. Fuck.
That was another bad movie.
And then he was in
that was another bad one.
He was in Meet Dave. Then finally he got something respectable for himself and showed up in Black Dynamite.
But nobody knew it was him.
Yeah, that's the funniest thing. Nobody knew it was him. Nobody knew Bokeem Woodbine. Fucking Captain
Nobody knew that Brian McKnight was in the movie.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Brian McKnight had the best line in the movie. I said, shit.
I'm just saying, like, Miguel Nunez, he's kept himself up. But again, he's on the Chitlin circuit now. Cause I logged in on Facebook one day, and it was one of those stage plays. I'm like, oh shit, that's Miguel Nunez. That's what he's doing. All right. Well,
you know
what? Then he disappeared.
Yeah.
Hold on. Then he disappeared again after 2011. We didn't see him for like 6 years. He came back and
time out though. If you look at his IMDb, he's been busy. It's just, again, he's been doing direct to DVD black movies. That's probably why we haven't seen him and stuff, and just doing bit roles and TV shows. That's it. So he's been doing stuff every year. It's just he's not in the public limelight that much anymore.
He's not, and trust me, that is not a bad thing. Like, to be out of it, because there's a lot of people in Hollywood that are. I won't say a lot. When you have the fortunate few of people, like celebrities, especially like big A-list celebrities that were hot at this point, but then they took it upon themselves to step out of the limelight because they didn't want to get caught up in Hollywood.
But Joanna Man did hurt him. I will definitely agree with you on that one.
Hold on. There was actually, if you really think about it, could we really say that in 2002, the year itself was kind of bad because he has a quadrilogy. It's a fucking 4-way. It's a fatal 4-way of 4 movies.
Don't put
Zigzag.
I'm just saying, don't put that in there.
Then again, what his role in Scooby Doo?
Put that in. I can't even put that in.
No. Chris likes the movie a little bit too much. You're not going to get him to admit that.
No, I happily admit that because I thought that was the only way you could do the movie. You had to sit there and hip on the ridiculousness of the premise of it anyway. So I was fine with that. That's probably.
I'm sorry, but to me, it was the whole year. The whole year 2002 was bad for him. Zigzag, Scooby Doo, Joanna Man, and Pluto Nash, all in 1 year.
I think Joanna Man and Pluto Nash really fucked them. The other two, not so much.
But let's put it this way. Not like Eris made a good point though. He said like how some people take upon themselves to step back. I think Joanna Man forced him to take a step back. Because at this point, because you got to think about, it wasn't so much if the movie did bad or not, it was the perception that came out because of Joanna Man. Remember how everybody either dragged it through the mud or started questioning shit. Why men got dressed up like women? Why men got dressed up like women? Yeah. Meanwhile, You mean to tell me that look, at that same time, Martin was doing Big Mama's House and nobody said shit.
Yeah, no one said
So it
shit.
was really weird.
Well, hold on. Did Wesley Snipes get dragged through? Well, I can't say dragged through the mud, but
I can't.
Because it was the way the movie was written. It was kind of written to be more so endearing towards cross-dressers and drag queens and that whole LGBTQ movement around that time. So that movie, the way it was written, it was like Wesley, if anything, got kind of one of those. We're gonna make fun of Wesley, but we're not gonna like laugh at him. It was like, okay, Wesley Snipes in a wig, ha ha ha, and that was it.
Yeah, at least what I remember as a kid, I don't remember because it was funny. I remember that Ebony mentioned like in sometime around 99, maybe 2000. I remember them mentioning about men dressing up in drag. Somehow it either got forgotten or just never put in there. They never mentioned about Wesley Snipes, and a lot of people don't mention that. They'll mention every other movie, but they won't mention Tu Wong Fu. And I keep asking myself, why not? What is it about that movie that people forgive, or what is it about that, or do people just don't remember that movie at all?
I can't. It's kind of hard. Now,
I'm willing to believe the latter, but I don't believe that.
It's hard. Hold on. It's hard. First of all, it's hard to say that people don't really remember. You know how many people are actually in that movie?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Is it because people don't think it was a bad movie?
The subject matter. That was the thing.
That's what I'm saying. It got to be one of the two. It has to be one of the two. Either you really thought it wasn't that bad of a movie, or B, you don't remember it. And I can forgive you if you don't remember that shit.
And first of all, it wasn't. It's not like the movie bombed. It was actually #1 at the box office for 2 weeks.
Oh, it didn't. People actually talked about it. That movie and Birdcage were like two of the movies that really spoke, at least had some type of voice when it came to the gay community at the time, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of, so I can understand where it's seen in history, but do people just don't remember it?
I think it's just.
Do people just say, "Wait a minute, Wesley was in it"?
It exists.
You know, it's weird.
Hell, he was the star.
If you really think about it, though, if we're going back to Juwan Man before we get back to Thin Line, though, I think with Juwan Man 2, remember 2002, people still were watching the WNBA, so that was another thing too. People were kind of like, he disrespected the WNBA, and it's like, shit, fuck. Yeah.
And actually, here's me. Really? Now y'all want to act like y'all watch it? Now y'all want to act like y'all care about the women?
But see, I didn't want to say it, but yeah, D got a point. It's like, really? That's all it took?
I take offense to that. One reason why I take offense to that shit is not because my cousin played ball, but I take offense to that because I've seen plenty of ballers, yeah. These girls are they can take men and all the rest of that shit. And they don't get paid for nothing. I went into my little rant when we did Love and Basketball about this shit. Yeah. Son, I don't want to hear that bull crap about all of a sudden you care about women in the WNBA. Fuck you. No, you don't. What you saw was a black man dressed up like a woman, and that fuck with your morals. I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, I mean, the movie was bad too, so there's that. But yeah, I mean, it's just. It was just like he had a trajectory, so to see him in Thin Line, it's like, hey, Miguel Nunez playing an awesome dude. It's cool, you know. He's the guy that's dating Regina King's character, and he drives a what was it, Porsche?
He drove a Porsche.
You know,
bruh.
Is this the same
hold on. Yes, yeah, no, I can make another connection.
No, you don't. No,
yes,
you
I
don't.
am. Yes, I am.
My God.
Yes, I am. Shut up. When he remember Pretty Ricky was talking about how, I just came back from the car dealership when they were detailing my Porsche. And, did I mention I'm dating Miss Universe? And she's just as pretty as me. That's the Porsche you were talking about, bro. That's the same Porsche.
Same fucking Porsche, dog. But I like, the whole thing.
Again, I'm doing the Will Smith Martin bit from Bad Boys 2 where they pointing at each other. I'm like, I see you, Martin. I see you.
Dude,
but yeah.
I find it kind of funny that this movie blatantly tells you off the break that him and Bobby Brown are just not even hounding women so much, where they're actually just like trying to match to every chick they see, trying to sweet talk them and all that. Because it's funny about these niggas, man. It ain't so much that they ain't shit. It's just that they're clearly using women. They just clearly.
Except Bobby Brown can't fucking sweet talk a chick to get out of a ticket to save his life. So I'm like, that's funny. Because if we got the Bobby Brown of the real world, he would have been fucking New Jack swinging his ass to get out of that ticket in a heartbeat.
Because if we got the Bobby Brown of the real world, he'd be getting arrested.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Not at this point in time. If this was today, 2018, and Bobby Brown was about to get a ticket or whatever, I don't think he would do anything like that, man. My man Bobby has gone through so much shit.
The Bobby Brown, this movie, though, I felt that he was holding back until we'll get to that scene later on where he was wilding out. I'm like, there's the Bobby Brown I know and love.
Actually, CJ, you want to know what's funny? The Bobby Brown we got in this movie was quote unquote forever Bobby Brown.
I kind of remember that. I actually do remember that.
This is I'm sweating because I'm bipolar, Bobby Brown. I don't know what y'all talking about that.
No, I'm talking about that time that he put out the album Forever. That's what I'm saying. This is forever Bobby Brown.
Yeah, this is forever Bobby Brown.
Darnell got all these women, and he works for TC, aka TC from Magnum PI. The best thing ever, man. You get to hang out with Tom Selleck and that mustache. It's the best thing ever, man.
Look, Chris, I'm getting sick of you referring to guys' mustaches as like their own entities.
Hey, you and I both know Tom Selleck gets rid of that mustache. Nobody knows who he is.
Actually, I think I seen Tom Selleck without his mustache. It's not bad, but it's like grow it back.
I got a question for you. Like CJ, I got a question for you. If he cut off his mustache, would he get confused with Charles S. Dutton? I'm just saying.
Man, that is a good question though. Like,
would he get confused?
I don't know, because I mean, he does got a little light with Charles Dutton, but they were sitting down. You know,
they were sitting down a lot in this movie.
Here's a test.
A lot of sitting, but there was not a lot of movement from TC.
Here's a test. You have to have Charles Dutton and him do the line from fucking Menace to Society about telling him to get his shit together and see who does it better. Then you can tell the difference at that point.
No, wait. You know what? Okay. Not Charles S. Dutton. I'll do it even better. He'd be a thick version of like a Fred Williamson.
No, he wouldn't.
Yeah, he would. Yeah, he would, because both of them got that mustache.
No, he wouldn't, man. Fred Williamson, when I was mustache, looked like a totally different nigga, and I'm not even joking with you on that. If you seen, look, dude, one of my favorite Fred Williamson movies is Boss Nigga. He doesn't have his mustache in that. You can't even tell it's him. Yeah. You're like, who is this good looking ass nigga? I'm like, wait a minute, Fred, nigga.
I just seen you in 3 the Hard Way. What's going on here?
Nigga, grow it back. I don't recognize you.
But yeah, like,
only that's good for you. Only that's good for your reputation.
I just find it was like funny to me. I was like, oh, the nightclub's called Chocolate City because black people. Okay.
Black people, DC. That's that connection. Because Martin said like this: "I'll call it Chocolate City." It's a nod to where I'm from. No, I'm from DC. Yeah, that whole thing. You know what? It's kind of funny. And I'm not knocking his looks. I don't understand how any of these girls are attracted to Martin.
It's the afro.
It's the afro. Yeah.
Chris, get off this podcast now. You are now eliminated off this podcast. Nigga says the afro. Right there, I just did a smash move to get you off the board. Get out of here. You not belong.
Hey, I'm trying to help out Martin.
That was great.
Even I was just like, I mean, he's well dressed in the 90s way. That's about
get
it.
Because he talks 90s, he looks 90s, he probably smells 90s. But I still don't get how what made him attractive to women. But whatever, it's his charm, B. Because you got to think about it. Bobby Brown is pulling girls, and let's just be real. Bobby, even with the money, is an ugly nigga. So
what you're saying is that if any one of us were to inject ourselves into that movie universe, we would have a better shot with these women. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know, man. Look, Daryl Mitchell, who was fucking stuttering in this movie, was pulling chicks. So I think anybody could have got him.
Yeah. Hey, look.
Was it really that time? Was it really that time in the 90s where like any brother could just pull women if you just knew how to talk to them?
Basically.
It wasn't even so much how you talk to them, because all the black girls, at least all the girls that got macked in these movies was so easy. Hey, yo, girl, let me talk to you for a little bit. So what you doing tonight? Yeah. Well, how about you and me get together? All right, cool. And they get a number, and inexplicably they go into a fancy ass restaurant because somehow this nigga got a job like that and could afford it. You know what? Anyway.
Let me go ahead and put you on the VIP, showing the big ass card and shit.
Hey, look, man, Martin was rocking.
It's like, where do you work at?
Hey, here's the crazy part. So Bobby Brown is driving the fucking 240, right? 240 SX. Meanwhile, Martin is driving.
No, that was a that was a 300.
300 ZX. That was 300 ZX.
300 ZX,
okay.
man.
Martin was driving. What was it? Was that like the Toyota SUV truck?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's driving a Toyota, which I'm like, yeah, that's ridiculously 90s. Because if it's not that, it's a Rav4. Take your pick. Which one you getting?
Dude, hey, look, dude. Bobby Brown couldn't pull no chicks in a Rav4. That would not happen.
Hey, he pulling chicks in that ZX though.
Dude, I put it this way: you cannot get no pussy if you drive a Rav4. You probably already married if you got a Rav4, man. That is not made to get any type of vagina, dog. Like, yeah, baby, I'm pulling up. Yeah, it's a whole black Rav4. Hello.
Oh, man.
That goes to another car. You can't pull no girl in a PT Cruiser. If you do, she ain't worth it.
That is such an old car.
She is not worth it. She either is like, oh my God, this is so beautiful. How old are you again? 44. I mean, it's cute.
So here's what you do. It's 96. What you do is you pull up in a fucking white Ford Bronco, you see? And then you just go from there.
Chris, again, I just knocked you off the board again. You cannot be doing it. No, you said it wrong. You're gonna be pulling all these white bitches. You know the rest of the story.
You know the story. So they're
AC, keep driving, AC.
I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb with both of you.
This has nothing to do with Martin, but just thinking about that whole thing that went down. Look, guys, I don't know who will be AC in the group of us three, but let's promise none of us be an AC and keep driving that car for you, okay? Can we all make that same promise?
Make that promise.
You ain't even gotta tell me.
Look, Chris is in the backseat crying. Harris is driving the car. Keep driving, Harris. Fuck no, I'm pulling over.
It's like, no, they're coming after me.
Imagine Harris doing to me. Dude, keep driving, nigga. You lost all of your black mind. I'm dropping you off at Exxon. I'm not doing this.
Fuck that. He's like, hey, drop his ass off at Branch Avenue Station and leave his ass there. Let's go.
You know,
come on.
Now, Chris being AC. Here's Chris being AC. So, where you want to go? Damn, for real? I mean, we can go to East Starland if you want to go that far out, man. I mean, damn, let's make a trip out.
No, might as well. Shit. You want to go to Chick-fil-A too? Let's go.
I was going let's go to Chick-fil-A. Chris find destinations.
So, like,
I'll drive you, but I'm going somewhere for myself. I know that much.
Oh my God. So
them cops shit. They're gonna be following us all the way to Chris, because I know Chris. Chris will get stubborn. Them cops shit. Well, fuck it. They're gonna be following me all the way to Fairfax because I ain't stopping until I get there.
Stopping this shit.
I'll kick your ass out.
So Darnell and T, they TC is running Chocolate City and stuff, and they're at the club and they promoting and stuff like that. So that's when Lynn Whitfield's character Brandy comes into the fold, and she's basically a very bougie woman of sorts, because Bobby is being the most sleaze baggiest of people and stuff, and she's looking at him like, nigga, get the fuck out of my face.
Bobby Brown is just being Bobby Brown. So
it's Bobby just being Bobby. Like,
no, man.
Like, now, of course, Martin like capitalizing on this opportunity, and he's like, hey man, look, don't disrespect the lady. Like, look, I'm sorry. He was dropped on his head as a kid. Let me amend that for you with with a dinner or something. And and of course, she is like, Martin is like crystal to Brandy. She could see right through his ass.
Oh yeah, she sees through the bullshit immediately. She just has that look like, nigga, if you don't get the fuck out of my face, I already know what's up.
And so she takes off, and Martin's looking at her like, all right, that's my next that's my next conquest right there. I got to get that.
yeah.
You gotta get that. I mean, are you sure about that, man? I mean, she clearly look like she's like 12 years older than you, nigga. I don't think you should be going for that.
I like a milfy.
Man, I like a milfy, Bobby. You know how I am. Hey, I got a question. Yeah, what's up? You want to get some coke? Wow,
man, this guy.
Look, don't sit here and act. Look, nigga, don't act like Bobby ain't said that 7 times on set. Y'all trying to get some? Y'all trying to get some coke? Come on, man. I know y'all. Some of y'all trying to get some booger sugar up in here, man. Come on, man.
First of all, this is mid '90s Bobby Brown. He ain't even got an ass. The nigga already got a Quaalude in his back pocket.
You ain't lying, man.
Nigga, did you see him when he performed on our own on God, I forgot what show it was, but he performed that shit live and the nigga dropped it, and in the middle of the dance routine, he tried to low key pick it up.
Here's my question: why are you gonna have an 8-ball in your pocket? Why are you? You know what? Never mind. That nigga hit the spin and that shit fell right out of his pocket. He ran, looked at the camera both ways, and tried to pick that shit up. Like, bro, you made that shit so fucking hot. Where'd it go, Bobby? Where'd we go, Bobby? Where'd it go, Robert? Yo, but here's the thing that kills me. So this nigga finds so they go so next night at the club, everybody's dancing and doing whatever. 90s music is blasting, you know what I mean? And then here come in the club is Lynn Whitfield, overdressed, but there.
Yeah, she's there.
The only reason why I say she's overdressed is because I get what she was wearing. It's not technically overdressed, but I think anytime you have a silk shawl over your shoulders, you're doing too much.
Again, she's bougie. All right, I expected this.
You might as well say that she walked in. You might as well say she walked in with the spotlight on her.
She was like, doing hers like, look, my breed of light skin tells me to walk through like this.
I mean, look, she looked like she went to an HBCU. That's all I'm saying.
Yo, it looked like her and Whitley came out the same sorority.
I know, right? Which is ironic because she actually was in a different world with Whitley. So
we're Delta light skin. That's what we are.
Delta light skin. Like DDLS.
Oh my god, man! So she's in there, and he's putting the moves to her, and she's still kind of basically rebuffing his efforts, kind of like, yeah, I know your game. No, it's not happening.
He's like, I'm not buying it.
He have one.
He's like,
Martin did say one thing. He did say one thing. I said, so why'd you come here? Good question.
And now hold on. She had a decent response. I came to see the club, not you.
Ah, touche.
Yeah, got you there.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris. Hey, Chris. That's a stupid question.
I literally had the Triple H when he's nodding of approval, like, well played. I
hit the Alonzo morning where I was shaking my head because I came to see the club. Well,
hey, that's one more person that gave me money, so yeah.
All right, cool.
And you did drop the VIP card, in my car.
That
So
fool has been giving VIP passes like it's water.
Well, you kind of have to.
That's what you do when you're a promoter.
I'm not
you kind of have to drop
promoting clubs, so I mean, I think Sue could probably give us a little bit
of
more details on that. Is that what you have to do?
Trust me, that is what you do. Like, especially when they give you like a shitload of like promo cards. Like, for example, I was doing promotion, and at the same time I was DJing the night that I had, like the night that I was doing it. I gave everybody, what was it? You get in, 2 people can get in for the price of 1. I had like 30 of those tickets, and I was just slinging them shits, man.
Well, you got to also think about it this way, also, Chris. Not only do you want to fill up the club to look like it's a popping club, like everybody wants to be there, you also are banking on the chance of that. Oh, even if they don't like this club, they're gonna get drunk.
Yeah.
So
like the bar's gonna clean up.
Yeah.
The bar's gonna clean up, especially if I can get. Like, let's just say I got 60 tickets. That means about almost 120 people will come in this club. Nearly guaranteed will be in this club. 100 will be in here guaranteed, no matter what. Just off of that VIP listing off the break. You got to think out of that 100, at least maybe 50 of them niggas is gonna get fucked up.
Yeah, that is true.
So yeah, that's the reason why you do it.
Yeah.
And also think about this. Like I said, I had 30 of those tickets. That means 60 people came.
Shit.
Yeah.
Huh.
Because all it is like whoever has that one ticket, if they bring a friend, that friend gets in free. Basically, the both of y'all got in for only $10.
It's almost on the same scale when it's always ladies' night where ladies get in free and they can have their drinks for free and all that. That basically tells dudes to show up there and spend money, so you can see all the ladies that are up here. It's an easy tactic to go around, man. So yeah, even if and I'm not like, and to be real, when it's not like I'm like, damn, Chris, you didn't know that. Yeah, it's one of those things where you got to really sit and think and look at it logistically how much you can make off that shit. Yeah. But yeah, Martin to me was giving out probably a little bit too much of them, and I think TC was looking at it like, hey nigga, so what's with this bottom line? How many tickets you gave out? 40 what, nigga?
So Lynn is like basically rebuffing them. She goes out dancing with random dudes and dips out the club. So Martin sees that, oh, she's driving a Lexus, gets the license plate number, and basically is trying to lock her down and stuff. So
now I'm just going to put it out there. She gave out one hint, basically a warning sign for you not to fuck with her already.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you when there's another warning sign not to fuck with this lady.
Yeah. So Martin, meanwhile, he sees me in the club. Now, the constant thing with Martin is, and I think even his mama even said in the movie, is that, his mama's like, well, Mia got her shit together, she's going to join she's in the Air Force and stuff like that, like she's going to continue and stuff. And his mama's looking at Martin like, I mean, yeah, I know you're running the club, but do you have your shit together in life? So it's kind of one.
This is a weird time to be bringing up more morality about where I'm at in life when currently I'm trying to secure my career and what I'm trying to do as a promoter to see where I'm getting to. I mean, are you fucking? It would have been real quicker if she would have said, "Nigga, keep your dick in your pants. You got a good girl in front of you. Go with her." She did this in this weird roundabout way of saying it, though. That's the only.
And by the way, but no, what she said, and this is such a mom line: a night of passion turns into a lifetime of pain, and not 10 minutes into this movie, it's a thin line between love and hate.
Peter Griffin in 1996 sitting in the movie theater watching. She said it.
I'm like, yep. Title
like
drop.
I'm like that shit in that fucking Sweeted Avengers thing. Like, ha! You put the name in the movie.
like she name dropped the title. Like you worked in the title. That's what's up.
It's always fun when they work in the title some type of way, man. They just crowbar that thing.
That was one of those times where the name drop did not bother me. I think me and D have seen so many recent movies nowadays, where they name drop in the movie, and me and D look at each other like...
We was watching Thor, and he said, "You mean Ragnarok?" Chris like, he said it 4 minutes in. Awesome. Like, shut up, Chris. Chris had this look on his face. That's a record. They didn't even wait to drop the name.
Right? Yo, because that's one of those things you drop at like the end of the movie where Hela's like, and finally Ragnarok is upon us. It's like, no, 4 minutes in, yeah, Ragnarok, and I'm like, didn't waste any time, huh? All right, cool.
Hey, we're getting right to it. All right, then.
All right.
I'm glad nobody did that in Avengers. This is the Age of Ultron. Thank God.
Hey, I wish it was Spader. I wish Spader did it.
Now, if Spader did it, real talk, because I respect good actors, I would have just started mashing it and just come all over the movie screen.
Now, actually, you would have been the one person clapping like, oh my God, Spader is genius.
Spader is a genius. God, this movie's mediocre.
So Martin is trying to find his way to get to Lynn Whitfield. He meets up with this boy played by Faison Love that's like the hustle man. He sells stuff out the back of his van and stuff. And
call him what he is. That's a big worm, man. Big worm just got his hair cut.
Big worm, he's basically selling to Martin a couple of 90s, 1996 type shirts. Pretty sure.
Bro, did you notice that Faison Love like he quite literally looked like a dude from LA in the 90s. He had on the loud shirt and he had on the freaking hat and everything. He looked like
my uncle at a cookout. Sorry.
That's what I'm saying. He looked like somebody's uncle at a cookout. You know, you show up with the loud like Versace shirt and the freaking fedora.
Like, hey, dog, we're cooking fucking hot dogs and hamburgers. Why the fuck you got a Versace shirt on, dog?
You know what? I guarantee. Like, hold on. Also on some real shit. I guarantee you that he got a freaking Crown Royal bag in the front seat.
Faison Love is dressed like that uncle that still dresses up that way now. That tells you why Jay-Z was the last best rapper ever. he's that uncle. I'm tell you, young fella, son. Jay-Z, now he a cool motherfucker. He the last one. He the last good rapper there was.
I think all three of us need to promise each other in life never to dress like that as we get older. Just put it
Oh my God. Now, that being said, I do got DJ Sue. Like when he hits 50, he's going to hit this weird thing in his life. Or all of a sudden, he's going to dress up like it's 2002, and he's going to be yelling at my sons when they're like 16. Like, let me tell you, nigga, something. Let me tell you, young fella, something.
You got a TV anime shirt too.
There's no way. My words on this podcast, I won't.
All right.
In fact, just so you know, while I've been here, I got rid of them.
Okay, cool.
Good. I'm just saying, DJ Sue, 30 years from now, you at my cookout. I don't want you yelling at my grandbabies, telling them why. Telling them why Cameron, why Cameron and Memphis Bleak were the greatest rappers ever.
Yo, Aaron's gonna roll up there with a fucking do-rag and a fucking triple XL shirt.
Oh my God, he's gonna have the dress shirt. It's gonna be the long white dress. Don't look. It's sad enough. It's already sad enough. I was laughing. Me and Edgy was like, we was out somewhere. We was laughing. We was talking about old people. I was like, I don't know why the fuck we laughing. You see how we all dressed today? Yeah. Imagine that 70 years from now, where we all wearing that same shit, yelling at the young kids.
CJ had me laughing when we were talking about, what was it? D posted up the Smiles and South Star video and said, bruh, I just want to go back to that time and snatch them damn headbands off.
I'm like, yo, where were we at in the early 2000s?
That was 2000. If I'm not mistaken, that was 2002, 2003 when that video came out.
I remember. Eris was over at I was at Eris's house when that video premiered. And I was like, what the hell is this? Why is that Asian Mexican nigga rapping? What is this about? That beat's nice.
You know what I'm saying? The beat was nice. That was, and then that's about it.
God damn, there was a lot of Asian women in that video.
Hey, diversity, guys. Diversity.
That was true diversity, dog. That was true diversity.
If I'm not mistaken, that was South Florida, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. Orlando specifically.
Yeah. Hey, listen. We're forgetting the most important thing here. The next day, Mia is hooking up with the Chicken King himself, Miguel Nunez.
Like, you run all these damn chicken spots that you bragging about in front of me, and the only thing that you can show up here with is a damn biscuit meal. I'm like, all right. I was like, hey, I gotta side with Martin on that one.
I gotta side with Martin. That was hate. That was some real hate. But whatever. The only problem I had with him is that the movie kind of, in a way, why'd y'all make him the villain? He was the good guy.
But if you really look at it, if you look at the movie itself, right? It's like the movie is trying its best to make Martin not be the bad guy, but he really is the asshole that fucking set into motion the shit that happens to him. So it's like, can you really blame Lynn Whitfield for acting the way she did? You fucked her over, dude. What the fuck did you think was going to happen?
Oh my gosh, man. It kills me. I was like, yo, Miguel didn't do nothing wrong here. Why y'all trying to frame him like
he's a cocky dude? He was a regular cocky dude. Wouldn't you be cocky driving around a fucking Porsche and you own franchises? I would. Shit.
If nigga said we made $5 million in profit, I would say the same thing though. And that's the best you can show up here with a 10-piece nigga.
Hey, look. I'd be like, point taken, but I'm still hitting them skins with Regina tonight, so you know you can get the hell out of my face. That's all I'm saying.
I'm having me some good old. Speaking of which, Martin then shows up at Lynn's job the next day, and I tell myself this is something that I tell myself up until he has sex with her. I say this. You know what, Martin? This is a long way to have some mediocre sex, bro. You're going a long way for this.
It is. Come on. He tracked it down from a license plate, got the information, finessed his way all the way up into her office, and thought he would impress her by showing up with flowers and trying to come at her, quote unquote, direct and be, be straight up, be for real with her. And even then, she looks at him like, "No, get out."
Yeah,
here's my thing. At that point, you've lost. Take your L. You lost. Martin looks at us like, "Ah, I ain't Meek Mill, nigga. I ain't taking my L. I'ma keep going."
When the security guards had pulled him up and they were dragging him out, I was really hoping I was going to hear Martin look back at the brother and say, "Damn, you strong."
Yo. Speaking of security guards dragging them out, thanks to this movie, I had to be called this several times. Thanks to Martin, you ain't nothing, nigga. You a day cop. You not even important enough to give a gun to.
He said, "You ain't." It's like they ain't even like just to show you that y'all just nothing but damn security guards. You toy cops or whatever. It's look, you ain't even giving no guns. They gave you flashlights. I see you.
You want to know something real, y'all? You want to know something real? Ask me how many times I heard that in the 6 years I was a security guard.
Too many.
4 times too goddamn many.
Jeez.
And how about the fact that he kept?
I broke up a fight. I broke up a fight one time. Nigga, you better listen to this flashlight cop. I see you. Like, motherfucker.
No, D, now hold on, D. Now, if you heard that just goes to show you that there was some kind of staying power from this movie.
No. But you're exactly right. But that also being said, there's a lot of shitty black movies that we keep on mentioning also that, just saying. That doesn't mean much.
So the following day, Martin decides, all right, we'll find another way. And he gets his boy to drive a limousine there, and he acts as though he's buying the house. And Lynn Whitfield's off the break like, yeah, I know your ass can't fucking afford this house. And Martin does the whole, well, if I couldn't afford it, I wouldn't be here now, would I?
And this is how you treat a potential buyer?
And she's like, okay, I guess I'll entertain this shit. And then that's when Martin was like, hey, look, I can't afford this house and stuff, but hey, I am being serious. I want to sit there and do that, which I think everybody that's watching this movie already knows is bullshit. But okay, fine, we'll see where this goes.
He bought this chick a glass swan. Now, I don't know. It looked cheap to me, but I'm pretty sure it did cost a pretty penny.
Well, he did say he did say it set him back. So,
Yeah, that set me back.
Which I gotta ask the question. Hey, Martin, did you already break into this house to set that up?
Did you? How did you break into a mansion that? Oh, Bobby Brown. That's why. Okay, cool. Yeah, never mind.
So montage.
Yo, no. Actually, the better question is this though. When he had the glass that had that thing and all that, it set me back. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm serious and all that. Here's me again, Martin. This is a long way for sex, bro.
Did you forget?
You going a long way.
Did you forget the movie hit us with the montage of them getting to know each other after that and stuff? He takes her to the hood spot for food, and she's like, "Oh my god, my roots."
Yeah, like this is back to my roots. Like, damn, this is good.
Are we gonna be okay here? Are we gonna be okay here? Just to prove, because she's bougie, you see.
Yeah,
she's not used to the ghetto. She is not used to the ghetto. I'm like, chick, y'all in the middle. When she said, I'm like this, y'all in the middle of Inkwood. Shut the hell up.
No, hold on. Now, keep in mind that earlier in the movie, she was already giving us exposition. Like, I got masters. I got this. I went to this college. I got my MBA. I got my own business. I run my own real estate agency. There's nothing that you can give me that I couldn't get myself.
You couldn't get this dick.
And
get this dick.
You know what?
God.
And then hold on. Knowing her, she probably would have said something. She probably said something bougie like, "Nigga, I got that shit on standby."
It's on a vibrator. What are you talking about?
You know, it's like no. Actually, it'd be the standard '90s comeback. And why would I want your teeny tiny dick?
Yeah,
and right there because you're a man in the '90s. My manhood.
my man. No, my '90s ego.
Shrieks in 90s.
Hey, Eris, right here. This is this trophy that I'm holding right here was going to go to the best joke of the night. I think we already heard it. Here you go, Eris.
Shut it down. It's done.
For my '90s ego. Look, that's when we all take a jailhouse pose in front of it.
with the bottle of Remy VSOP.
Yeah, one little white Eris is taking the picture. His hair is wet, like he's like been playing a sports game or some shit.
Hold up, time out. It's the same hairstyle that he had at your wedding, so that really sets it off right there.
It's all glistening and shit.
Glistening.
It's all.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. That hairstyle you had at Dee's wedding, it was hot. I was like, damn.
That shit was fly, nigga. That shit was fly, nigga. Shit was hot, nigga. Appreciate it. Look, nobody appreciate this shit, and all of a sudden, 3 years later, Xavier Woods do it, and he's pulling bitches left and right. That's unfair, man. My nigga
unfair. See, me, I'm just gonna look at you too, like, hey, dog, you know you got to do right. Hand him the fucking damn 2x4. You're gonna have to break Xavier Woods' legs. You know that, right?
I was like, all right, nigga, you going for the neck or I'm going for the legs?
You know it's gonna be
like
at,
what we doing?
You know it's gonna be at, right? It's gonna be at fucking Dragon Con. I'm gonna hand you that 2x4. Right over there. Do work, son.
Bruh.
Do work.
Like, bruh, we walking side by side. You just toss the 2x4. I'm not even looking. I catch the shit.
You know what you gotta do, son. You know what you gotta do.
And I'm like, quick, somebody give me a gun. Oh my God, Eric's gonna shoot him. Nah, nigga, I'm just gonna gun butt him. Like, nigga, it's me.
Oh,
I don't shoot. Look. Like, bro, I don't shoot. I gun butt.
Look, you get a call from me like a day later. Hey, Eris, heard what you did, man. Fuck you, man. No, what are you talking about? Nah, fuck you, nigga. What? You probably didn't know this because you don't watch wrestling, and I'm more ashamed of you, Chris. Xavier was getting the push. He was going to be the world champion. Now he's out for the next 5 weeks.
Fuck.
And of course, me being savage. Damn. Guess that nigga should have been in the wrong place at the wrong time.
No, actually, here's you. Damn, man. You know, this was attitude era. He would know how to swing back at a nigga with a weapon. Oh my God, yes.
Yes. Facts.
Like, this is facts. Like, I was like, this is facts, homie. Like, you came up behind him with a gun.
What did you think was gonna happen? Martin, they cut to the scene and he's horseback riding and he falls off and stuff, and him in
true Martin Lawrence fashion,
him and Brandy get into an argument, and Brandy was like, "Look, I don't trust you, and you know we're having fun, but I just don't trust you." And Martin again pulling the smooth line, "Well, if you don't trust me, you don't want to invite me out here to fucking go horseback riding. So what the fuck we doing?" So, yeah.
Of course, Martin making very good points. He's like, "Hey, look, this is a perfect time, man. We in a romantic setting. We got the horses over here. Come on, let's do this. Let's do this thing, man." I'm like, y'all really about to pull some Jason's lyric shit and roll around in the fucking grass. I was like, Martin, don't do this to me. Please don't do this movie.
So basically, he dips off and was like, I'm just going to take the horse back to the stable. Fuck this. So
I did. Hold on. I did like the line that he delivers, because you know it's Martin. He always got to say something funny. He looked at the horse and said, "All right, now look, if you buck, I am knocking you the fuck out."
It's like, okay, Martin's a horse, but okay. Fucking Mongo over here and shit.
That's what I thought of too.
Yo, I hated that. The one thing that made me say something though. I was looking at it. I was like, you know what? I'm pretty sure if this movie came out today, Black Twitter would be in an outrage right now. Women in Black Twitter would be in an outrage. So he just going, so that ain't shit nigga just going to tear her in the middle of the woods.
First off, she invited him to the woods. What are we talking about, people?
Right.
And I took hey, Chris, did I not say that's going to start a storm of a lot of people being upset for no reason?
You, D doing the whole thing like, why are you booing? I'm right.
Dude, I have been doing that for the last 2 weeks. Man, shut up, man. That ain't true. That ain't true. Why are you booing me? I'm right.
That's like me and D on Twitter if this movie came out now. Like, why are you booing us? We're right.
Here's her funky ass that told him to come out there, man. Don't say that with me.
Somebody add us like, why she gotta be funky ass? I'm like, I'm just saying.
She gotta be bougie. See, that's what y'all men do. Y'all men. Whoa, lumping us.
Whoa.
I was like, what? Like, wow, we got the lumping. Okay.
Yeah, all right, Nina,
damn.
Chill.
All right, good shit.
It's like, all right, chill.
Be forewarned. Whatever chick crosses me the right day on like Twitter. Oh shit! Hey y'all, Solange Knowles over here want to give me a lesson on women. Wow.
I'm just gonna sit back and do the whole cranes in the sky gift underneath that argument and just walk away. Be like laughs and cranes in sky. That's all it's gonna be the whole time. We cut to the next scene, and Darnell and Mia, they're playing basketball, and Darnell, they're kind of feeling themselves a little bit and stuff, and because earlier on in the movie, Mia had mentioned that she was going to probably re-enlist back with the Air Force and stuff, because that's what she wanted to do with life. And Darnell's kind of feeling some sort of way a little bit, just kind of like, oh man, I really wish you were here.
Actually, CJ, it was more of, so you telling me that you just came back here, like you and all that Air Force stuff behind. Whoa, wait, hold up. Don't mistake him.
Don't get it twisted.
You thinking that I came back here because I'm a man? Nah, if I ever decided to re-enlist back in the Air Force, that's because it'd be the best decision for me.
Yeah, basically. I mean, she put it out there and stuff, and he was just kind of like, well, how dare you have a mind of your own? And I'm like, yeah, that was her decision. Like, come on, dog, you ain't the center of attention here, guy. Come on. But then,
dude, actually, it's funny because at this point in the movie, that's when I said, so we know who's the real hero of this movie. It's actually the girlfriend. It's actually the girl. It's actually Regina King. She's the real hero of this movie because she knows what she wants. She knows how she's going to get it, and she wants to attain it, and she doesn't have time for your funky ass. Yeah. Simple and plain. Yeah. But
she already knows you in and out, like from the past and even in the present. She knows how you are. Like nigga, you run a nightclub and you got girls running left and right.
Yeah.
You could argue. You can even go as far as to argue that she and Della Reese are the only two people that are good in this movie. Yeah, I would include TC, but he's barely in it.
Yeah. So I mean, even TC at one point and stuff. I'm jumping ahead, but I don't care. But like, he even mentions like, "Hey, look, you think I'm out here jumping around? I mean, look, hey, all these nice ass women was fine, but nothing compares to my years with my wife. Nothing compares to that.
That thing me and my wife. That ain't me and my wife got going on."
Man, it just ain't worth ruining that.
Yeah.
Here's me sitting there as a married man. I really don't want to sound like that. I'm going to MI.
You are. You know what's gonna happen.
He's just gonna be like, I mean, I'm married. I mean, I got some kids. My wife is fucking gorgeous. I'm good. I'm fine.
What do you want from me? What do you want? What do you want from me? I don't know. Actually, when I give advice, I give it on the low. Like, just don't do it. Don't.
Please.
The reason why I say that is because really, I'm being honest. Unless you're putting hands on a girl, I kind of don't give a shit. I'm being really honest with you. Unless you are like beating your girlfriend or she's beating you, I don't give a fuck.
AKA D is the Jackie Chan of marriage advice. Like, I don't want no trouble. I don't want no trouble.
Actually, yes. You know what? No, I actually had no people. Only had like out of all my friends, only 2 people came to me seriously with advice, and I give it because that's the type of person I am. Yeah. But if it's like some passing advice, I don't want no trouble. No. Then me saying I love my wife is me throwing a chair at you and running away.
We cut to the club, right? So I like how fucking what's his face Reggie tells Mia like, hey, I think we should get together as a couple. We've been going out, everything's fine. I like how Mia hit her with the oh man.
Yeah, it's been real, my nigga. But I just want to be friends, I ain't even trying to hang like that.
The look on his face was priceless because he looked blown like shit, like fuck.
And right there, Regina creates another black man who leaves a black girl to run to a white woman. It's that simple.
Man, when when she said, "I'm not really looking for nothing more than friendship," so it's like, okay, shattered heart, and then knife. Hold on, dig the knife in deeper to friendship. Bro, you put up the you went for the toast to say to friendship. I'm like, nigga, don't you do it. Don't you do it. You're already inside the friend zone sand pit. The minute you clink that fucking glass, that shit turned into quicksand. Nigga, you ain't ever getting out.
Boy, right when he said that, I just saw Bart. Look, Lisa, you could pinpoint at the moment his heart broke.
Right there.
I could just see that. Like, you could just see how he was done. At that point, man, he was like canvassing the area trying to find a damn exit to get out the club.
He drunk that glass of champagne. He looked around. The first fat bitch I see is getting fucked. I don't care tonight. I'm real not. There she is. She big. Them some big titties. I'm out of here. Real quick, baby. I'll be right back.
Yeah, so Tiny Zeus.
There's a BBW with my name on it tonight. It's over. It is over.
See the fat coming out them shoes. This is a wrap.
Look like this. She getting destroyed tonight, Miguel style. That's like what's Miguel style? It's mainly missionary, but it's like a good missionary. Like he's bent up at an arch or some shit.
Oh man. So Tiny Zeus is being belligerent and drunk, and he's shoving around people and stuff. And the one thing of note about this scene is that I'm laughing at Tracy Morgan. Says nothing, but he had that worried look on his face like, fuck, I'm going to have to actually fight this dude. Shit.
Like, Mark shows up with a chip on his shoulder and decks his ass in one shot.
Now, you know what I said? That is the most unbelievable part of this whole damn movie.
Well, hey, you know what? I finally got a chance to see Martin do what he said he always would do from Bad Boys. If you don't sit your lanky ass down, bottom line, I'll knock you the fuck out. He did it in this movie.
Well, he didn't knock him out because he punched him one time and Zeus just went off.
He went off, but you want to know something? There was a moment right before he punched him, to which I had to scratch my head because he looked at Martin and said the following, and I quote, he said, "Oh, nigga, what you gonna do, man? You making my dick hard." Pause.
All right, DMX.
Pause.
Shit.
Right there, so Archer. Phrasing.
I'm like, yo, that's a line DMX would drop in his album. Like, you made my dick hard. It's like, whoa. Yo, X, chill. What the fuck? What we doing here?
Niggas that I used to know suck my dick. What?
It's like, whoa.
I'm like, bruh, like when as soon as he said it, I just looked at him and said, "Yo, threatens and no holds barred."
I know.
Yo, man. So they get to, like, man, they had to all jump Zeus like it's like they had to all fight off Zeus, hold him down like it's fucking Monster Hunter or some bullshit.
Yeah, it honestly felt like the Royal Rumble when the big dude comes in there and like 10 people jump on his ass, like, get him out of here now. It's like,
no, man, that's exactly what it was, man.
So Darnell ends up getting the beat from Brandy, and Brandy's sitting up there putting makeup on like, this is different. Won't be the same. And I'm like, oh boy, here we go.
If she don't sound like some crazy shit's going on,
I don't blame her, because hey, you don't want to get fucked over. And the thing of it is, she invites him in, she got her lingerie on and stuff, and you can see the apprehension in her face, like, I want to go through with this. And then Darnell, and she hits him with the line that I think a lot of dudes early in the relationship dread hearing is, "Do you love me?" And it's like, fuck.
So we already got that foreshadowing from Bobby and everybody else that was sitting back after the bar was closed, drinking and shit, talking about, man, that's how they lock your ass down. Is when they if you can avoid them 3 words, "I love you," nigga, you good. Yeah. And Martin's sitting back like, I need to go ahead and listen to this foreshadowing before I get this page beep.
Yeah, so she sat there and said, "Do you love me?" And I'm like, ooh.
He was the one who already pushed her over the edge when she came to the club and said, "What are you here for? last time I checked, I'm not your man. So,
yeah, she did kind of throw the. Yeah, you're right. He did throw the ball in her court a bit. Yeah.
He threw the ball back in her court and said, "Hey, if you ready to take this seriously, you give me a call. But until then, I got places to be. I'm over here."
I already knew the point of no return of her going crazy was when I saw them tears come down. And again, I know it's an emotional moment. I was like, oh boy, don't fuck this up, Darnell. And you fucked it up, didn't you? You did, didn't you?
The first thing he did was, right as he says, "I love you," they start going at it. Now this is where I had to make the joke. I hit up D, and I say, "Yo, D, we can no longer put full blame on Tommy Wiseau for the belly button humping." When the camera's slowly panning over, I'm like, "Martin, nigga, little nigga, you ain't that damn tall, bro." Like, notice that Lynn Whitfield couldn't go fully topless in the movie. And so
I was like Dave Chappelle. I'm like, come on, titty.
Yeah.
Man, all we got was a good old side boob and side areola. That's all we got in this.
I said this. I said, bro, that Lynn Whitfield had in it. She had a contract clause that said she would not get fully topless. There would be no exposed titties in this movie with her. However, there is a part.
Like
we got a good. There is a loophole that showed up when Martin moved his arm and Lynn Whitfield dropped her arm. I said, "Bruh, everybody." I said, "Look, every male from ages 16 up that saw this movie hit the pause button when that nipple popped up."
Bam!
Wackadoodle, 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 wackadoodle.
It was like, bam, nipple, ha!
So, Lynn Whitfield did the thing of how to make this guy's dick soft. Oh, I know. Tell him that I killed a guy in a previous relationship.
In the middle of sex. She
was like, "Look, my husband, he was really abusive. He was so terrible, and I killed him."
Huh.
I'm like, damn, instant boner killer right there.
Actually, you know what I said? Oh, okay. So you're not mad at me? Right there. Wait a minute. Why are you doing? I'm taking off this condom. I am putting on my underwear. Where are my keys? Where the fuck are my keys? Now, wait a minute. Where you going? Far the fuck away from you. Nah, I ain't trying to end up on Current Affair or Dateline. All right? That ain't happening.
First of all, you said Current Affair. That fits this time period. So plus 50
yes, it does.
Hold up. I got more for you. Nah, fuck that shit. You ain't gonna have my ass on the in the front of fucking Hard Copy. I'm not gonna show up on I'm not gonna show up on Unsolved Mysteries.
A club promoter goes missing. That's not gonna happen. This is why I say I do not feel for Martin in this movie, because that was when you run. You don't look back. You know what? I ain't that type of person. Call the cops. Call the cops as soon as you freaking can.
So, he goes downstairs, he opened the fridge door, and he's telling his boy T, "Oh man, I hit the skins. I did it, man. I hit it."
I'm the man.
Lynn Whitfield's right there. He's like, "Oh shit, where the fuck you?"
Bro, that was the most obvious fake out shot ever. It's like, oh yeah, I opened up the refrigerator. Lynn Whitfield's been standing there that whole damn time. She ninja'd her way behind that door.
Look, no. The best part about it is when he closed it, the only thing that was missing was a stinger. They didn't even have a proper stinger for it, because it would have been more like a
He's telling her, she's like, "What did you hit, honey?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, me and T were talking about, when he hit that baseball hard and all that stuff," and she buys it.
I wouldn't buy it. I'm mad she bought it, because personally, I felt as though that she should have just been like he could have been smoother than that. You know what I mean? More like, gotta be honest with you, you the best I've had. I had to run and tell somebody. You know what I mean? He didn't even try to do that. This nigga
actually, she heard the whole thing. She just asked him that question to see if she could tell her. So technically, she didn't buy it.
Oh, yeah, we know she didn't buy it, because at this point, she's already making up in her mind, well, that's strike one. I think I'm going to have to kill another man.
That's strike one. Let's see where this goes.
She rolls up to his place and stuff, up to his job and stuff, in a limousine. And she's all like, hey, why don't you come in and, and all that stuff. And I can get you, if you're going to be my man, I got to give you the best too. And she takes him suit shopping and stuff. He dressed in a little...
Bro, it's 90s suit and tie.
90s.
Yeah, 90s suit
It
and
is
stuff.
90s.
It ain't quite...
This motherfucker look like he's about to be... he look like he's about... Not even a church deacon. He look like he's about to be in a Blackstreet video. That's what he looks like.
Actually, let me ask y'all... Hold on, let me ask y'all a question. During the suit, who had a better suit and tie montage, Martin or Wesley Snipes in New Jack City?
Wesley.
Without it,
Wesley
yeah,
was iconic.
Respect the Gumby haircut also on top of that. Just saying.
Sorry, respect the Gumby.
The Gumby haircut.
You gotta respect that shit, man. That set it off right there.
Can't forget it.
So he's getting the suit, and she's like, "Hey, I don't want you working and stuff. You can spend more time together and stuff." And he was like, "Look, I want to run the club. I'm gonna run." She's like, "No. I can buy you a club."
He said, "Hell, I can buy you a club anywhere you want, like New York, Chicago, L.A., London. It don't matter."
Hey, Lynn, I got a question. How good was that dick? Honestly.
Hey, in the words of T-Pain, she was sprung. All right, she was sprung. She was.
This is one of the, it's one of those. It kind of refers back to like that meme. There's that video meme on the internet of when when the girl knows the D is good, the nigga wakes up and she's like straddled onto him like on his back. Nigga can't even go to nigga's walking to the bathroom and she's still holding on to him.
The best one I seen was like these mountain. It was like this mountain of pancakes. It was like a mountain of pancakes, a mound of bacon, all these sausages, all these eggs. It says, "Well, dick was tremendous last night."
I mean, I can attest maybe one time that actually happening, and that kind of threw me off. I'm like, okay, I guess. Shit.
Okay, I guess.
No, it's the confusion of
Hey, Chris, you didn't deserve none of that.
I probably didn't. And that's the thing. Yo, real talk. It's the confusion of thanks.
I love the fact that CJ said, "I probably didn't."
I don't know. It's just that you don't want to doubt yourself. You don't want to have no confidence, but you're just sitting like, okay, shit.
Man, you said, "Look, I didn't deserve it."
CJ, it wasn't that you didn't deserve it. I know what it was. You weren't ready for that.
That's what it is. I wasn't ready for it. It's like,
honestly, I was expecting to just wake up and
chill.
Just wake up and chill. Maybe watch some Donahue or something. I don't know.
That's all it was. It's just like to see that. It's like, huh. Yeah, I guess apparently the dick was good for Lynn Whitfield for her to buy him a whole suit saying I'm going to buy a club and stuff. But apparently Darnell's mom ain't having it because she's like, oh, who's this one? She must be rich.
she just said, got yourself a rich one now. I'm like, no, I'm like, Mom, I'm doing my thing at the club. I'm about to own this thing. Like, boy, stop it. Just stop it.
Yeah, so he rolls into Mia's place. And, Mia is just kind of like whatever. And you with this, it's this Brandy's vehicle and car, limousine and all that stuff. And at this point, Brandy's really just emphasizing, hey, dog, I like you. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and that's when Darnell does the typical thing that most dudes do in these movies where it's like, I don't need this. He throws the bag and all that stuff, which I kind of laughed a little bit.
But you want me to just quit all this? You want me I don't need this shit. I just want you. You are lying.
Because you really need it.
What's funny?
You just want some pussy. That's all you want.
If you really think about it, you could make that argument, but at the same time, you also have to feel for Bart because while he was still trying to go after Mia, it's just that Miguel Munez's character was always in the way. And he would always feel some type of way. He would always feel shaded, like fuck, I can't do nothing because this nigga's always here. Even when I get close to her, I still can't do nothing. Now that this nigga's out of the picture, she's throwing herself at me. But unfortunately, I just smashed fucking 7 figures of pussy, but the night before.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, 7 figures. 7 figures.
7-figure pussy. I just smashed that.
7-figure pussy.
So wait a minute. So wait. Are you saying it, or is that what he's saying? Because I'm like, wait a minute. So you rank?
That's what he's thinking. Because I just went and did this because I thought you was gonna be with this dude. You know, you didn't tell me that you cut everything off with him. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done this shit.
Yeah. So
if you really think about it, had they had a moment to just sit and talk, none of this. Hell, we wouldn't have had a movie.
You're right about that. Actually, you're right about that. And I think, and it's kind of funny. It was one of those things where. But it was also indicative to what he was, where he was always chasing something, and while you're chasing, you're seeing something that you really, really want. Let's just be real. He really, really wanted his best friend. That's what he really wanted. Yeah. And it's weird. This is where everybody starts to sympathize with his character, and I say, no, he still ain't shit.
Well, the thing that really made him want to go after her was the fact that you got Bobby Brown talking about, hey, man, I don't know if you know, but Mia been looking real good lately, man. I mean, she came back, titties out like crazy. She got a nice body. You know, she in the Air Force, man. Look, you know she been hanging around nothing but all them Top Gun niggas.
You know what it is, right? That was the Hennessy talking, all right?
Oh, that was not, but
yeah, that was Hennessy, but was he lying?
He ain't lying.
Was he lying?
It's just still never trust a nigga that drink Hennessy and try to talk you, give you some sort of advice. Never do that. Nope.
No, never trust. No, hold on. Never trust a nigga that drink Hennessy in the middle of the day.
Yeah, that too. I mean, come on.
Man, Bobby
niggas 9 o'clock in the morning. Dude,
Bobby wakes up and washes his mouth out with Hennessy. All right, I don't know why y'all.
So I'm sitting there. So he doesn't show up, and he ends up spending the night with Mia. Meanwhile, Brandy's sitting back, has his nice candlelight dinner, got a little Japanese kimono kind of type outfit on and stuff, and she's all waiting.
Hold on. Just to be correct, that was a Chinese dress that she was rocking, and it was and it was her birthday.
That is a lesson that you need to learn in a relationship. You never forget your girlfriend / wife's birthday. You're fucked.
I mean, now hold on. Now was Martin supposed to know that the night before when he smashed it that the next day was her birthday? Because she just up and told him. He
ghosted on her though. That's worse.
Oh, he did. He straight up ghosted because she told him when they were riding in the limo, look, you go to the club, handle your business. And then tonight, you come back to me. It's my birthday. We're going to have a nice candlelight dinner. Now, if this was me, I'd be like, all right. Bet. Like, let's do it. It's your birthday. I'm going to go do my thing at the club, and I'm coming home. Nigga. Like, be honest. Like, bro, I'm in a limo. Did you not see the house that I just came out of? You got the Indigo pool in the backyard, my nigga, that overlooks all of L.A., why would I fuck that up?
He want to fuck Huey and Riley. And
look, they had a special moment overlooking L.A. and stuff, and they were reminiscing and stuff, and they had a tender kiss. To which I'm like, what's happening? And then we cut to Brandy. She's having a breakdown, and she stabs a cake, and I'm like, whoop, there she goes, and that's the heel turn right there.
So when you talk about heel turn. She reached her heel turn when she mentioned she killed her husband. I don't know what you're talking about.
That was her heel. That was her heel.
I don't know, D. Is that the equivalent? Is that the equivalent of Triple H saying this is Plan B, and then all of a sudden, bam?
No, CJ. When she mentioned that she killed her husband, that was okay. I just moved my pawn. What is he gonna do next? And he decided to move his pawn and say, "Hey, you had to kill his ass. He was abusive. So let's go ahead and continue me smashing these cheeks." And he went along with it. Now, where the wheels officially set into motion, where at this point the chessboard just fell off the damn table. It's like, forget it. When she stabbed the cake, it was like, oh yes, the wheels of fate are now turning.
This is where the movie gets just all sorts of interesting because again. You don't have any sympathy for Martin. It's like, hey, dog, you put yourself in this position. I don't know what to tell you, dog. He opens the door, Mia's door to her house, and sees the fucking Kate stabbed with the knife, and he's all like, oh, shit, fuck. Is she out here? Okay, she ain't out here.
My man tossed the cake in the trash. Like he did that. The thing I looked at Martin and said, Martin, Why are you looking around and wondering how she was able to find you? You had her limo driver the whole day. You don't think she got that shit low jacked?
And D actually has a better thing to say. I think a walrus on Ren and Stimpy said it the best way. Call the police!
So Martin rolls over to Brandy's place, right? And he's all like, hey, so I guess we're not together again. And Brandy's trying to play it all cool, like, yeah, I knew your ass was going to do that. So I guess, yeah, you can just go ahead and leave.
No, she said, in fact, I was getting bored. Came back and said, oh, by the way, I got something else that belonged to you, and dropped the knife off and dipped. Now, you notice that he goes and cuts off all the other women that he messed around with.
Man, them chicks were not having it, man. It's like, holy shit, like, goddamn. Like,
now, the only one that really needed to feel some type of way, and what I really did feel for, was actually Wendy Raquel Roach. She was like, so you're going to promise my kids all this shit, and you're just going to dip off, for real?
Yeah,
you know what? Bye, leave, bye. And the little nigga, bye, punk.
Hey, you know what? Don't blame him.
That's my little nigga right there. Look, that's my little nigga right there, man. Because I would have said the same thing, man. Step off, nigga. Get up my mama. You see, here's the sad part. At that moment, that boy became a mama's boy for the rest of his life. You know what? Dang! It would have been great. I would have loved to say that. I would have loved to say that was actually. I would love to say that.
Early days.
Thank you. I would love to say that was Jody. I would have loved to say that was Jody.
This is where the movie goes into Brandy is just going into full-blown fucking with Darnell the whole movie. And you know what? I laugh. Because first off, she busts up in this dude's house, burning bacon, cooking breakfast and stuff, and she's playing on, and it's like, oh, I was just cooking you breakfast, and and all this is.
It's like, I didn't know. she trying to make pancakes, she burning bacon and shit. I'm like, bruh.
Bacon, that's all I'm saying.
CJ, you asking how does she manage to burn bacon? Bruh, real talk. There's some women out there that can't even boil water.
I think myself that hasn't happened yet, so knock on wood.
Also, the real big issue here. Call the police!
I can't because them titties and that sundress.
Chris, that is not an excuse. That is not an excuse.
No, but
that is breaking and entering.
But you got to think about it, though, dude. As men,
first of all, you
first instinct in our head is just like, oh, she is fine as hell. Do I call the cops now?
No, no. That's how people get stabbed, bro.
Yeah,
no.
That's exactly. First of all, you gotta look at Martin. Martin in this case, Martin is like Quentin Tarantino in Pulp Fiction. Nigga, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. It's too damn early for this shit.
Does it like dead nigga storage in here?
This shit is over. We broke this off. We're done. Why are you here? Brandy, get out, please. She tried to go in for a hug, right? And she grabs him. My man restrained her and pinned her against the wall and said, look, I am dead serious. Get out. Bruh, this shit went from 0 to 100 real quick. She said, you put your hands on the wrong one.
Nigga, she had the Vietnam flashback. You saw that shit in her eyes like, oh, this is where it's going, huh? I was like, okay, dude, this is where you just move to another city and you just get the fuck out of town.
I think he forgot that she said when he did that. It's like, hey, Martin, do you realize that she said she killed her last husband
for being abusive, and the only thing you did was just put your hands on her? That's enough right there. And don't get me wrong, I can see how that would trigger a woman because let's be real, if you have been with a woman that has been in an abusive relationship, that is triggering. So at that point, it's like,
you touched me.
Thank you. That's all it takes. It's like, I don't blame her because I don't blame a woman that does get triggered on that and stuff because I know my first instinct is like, I just touched you, just like, okay, shit, fuck, all right, I'm back.
Nah, dog, for real. I would have called my mama and said, nah, you keep your ass here. My mama's gonna come over here. You're gonna catch every bit of this fade she about to give you. She gonna come in here, and nigga, you know it's Della Reese. She gonna come in there, hit you with a clothesline from hell, and then powerbomb your ass right through the motherfucking window.
Della Reese looked like she could powerbomb a motherfucker.
Oh man, Della Reese looked like she could straight up she can straight up DJ Jazzy Jeff a bitch, man. That's what she looks like. So all of a sudden you see the outside. All of a sudden you see the outside of the house. Ah!
So Martin is all like, all right, that happened and stuff, and he's out with Mia. Meanwhile, Brandy decides, all right, I'm going to fuck with this dude even more. I'm going to make it look like I got abused.
Took an orange and put it inside of a stocking and smacked herself with it.
Everybody, witness the one thing old crazy bitches do. Seriously. Each and every one of them gets a bag full of apples, quarters, or oranges and beats themselves with it. Yes,
we
it
forgot.
works.
She pulled the Ben Affleck with the fucking steroids thing and just slams her arm into the fucking cabinet door.
Oh, and Bing Crosby lied to us.
Yeah, he did. Won't leave a
bag
bruise.
won't hit him with a bag full of oranges and won't leave a bruise and let him know who's boss. Brandy showed up with that bruise on her cheek from that orange.
Look, I pictured Maury Povich, and the lie detector determined that was a lie.
That was a lie.
And I left the part where the police take him away, and she's all celebrating. She puts her arm out. He's like, "Ow!" And I'm like, "Oh, so now you remember you hurt yourself."
Bruh, how about how she got him out there? She got him to come out there by using the name Mia, because the hospital called and said, "Hey, is this Darnell? We have Mia here. Like, this is the hospital, and there's been an accident." So he runs up there hauling ass because he hasn't had a chance to talk to her. And he runs in thinking that Mia's hurt, finds Brandy, and even Martin's like, "Yo, what the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
And this is when I say this. I'm sorry, you did not see this coming?
I know.
How
right?
did you not see this coming?
So next part.
And you know what makes it worse? She looked back at him and said, "Well, let me ask you something. If it was me, would you have came here?" Hell no!
Oh, yeah, wrong answer there, dummy.
I mean, what did you think he was going to say? No, seriously, what did you think he was going to say?
So, hey, side note, gotta be real, kind of got a little turned on by evil Lynn Whitfield. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Nigga, you would.
hey, I can't be helped. Sorry, it's just what it is.
It's Lynn Whitfield when she's evil. I don't know, I don't know about y'all, but we looking at Black Cruella DeVille here.
Yeah. So next scene, Martin's talking to his mom and stuff, and all of a sudden, typical situation happens. Brick flies through his window, through the window of his car. Go out there, and there's Mia, and there's Brandy. And Martin's like, "The fuck? You threw a brick through my window. What the hell's wrong with you?" They get in an argument, and that's when his mom comes out there, and she's ready to put it. She literally says, "I'm going to put my foot up your ass." And I'm like, well, there you go. I need to see this.
You about to catch them hands.
And she's calling fucking Darnell a mama's boy and stuff.
See, now you said earlier that Martin didn't see any of this stuff coming. The very first sign that he should have saw stuff coming was when he was coming out the cleaners and he almost got ran over by Brandy.
Yeah.
That right there was the first sign that shit was happening to him. Like, okay, shit was happening.
So cut to the next scene. He's at the police station, I guess, filing a restraining order. And Brandy basically fucking took all his tires off his car and broke the fucking damn rear view mirrors.
No, she broke all the mirrors, took all the tires except one, and paid off the police to give this nigga no respect.
Then he was all like, and I like how he broke down like, "No justice, no peace."
I like how he got back, and I like how he got in the car. He's like, "Man, I ain't going nowhere with no tires."
Nah.
I'm just mad he did try to get in the car like, "Oh shit, I can't back up."
He's like, "I can't go nowhere. You only had one tire."
Nigga, like, where the fuck am I going?
So next thing, he's sitting up there talking to Mia, and he's like paranoid, looking around and shit. And I'm like, "Dog, why are you even out and about with Mia when you know full well you got this chick ready to fucking kill your ass and shit? Now you put Mia in danger. What are you doing?"
Oh no! See, she's punishing him right now. First, it's just a series of punishment that he's going through, and what happens next is right now he's just going after her. She's going after him, just targeting him very slowly.
Yeah,
and just making sure that he's getting properly punished. So the next thing that happens, if I remember correctly, was what? No, not the club, not yet. First, it was the car. Which, by the way, it just shows you how like how Martin had money, because we see him the very next day, brand new wheels and tires.
Get that windshield fixed though.
Didn't get the windshield
No,
fixed.
that wasn't getting fixed at all. That wasn't getting fixed. Nah.
And, hold up, and them shits was tinted.
Whew. Hey, dog, man, getting your windows tinted back in the 90s cost a grip.
Like 90s tinted glass.
That shit cost
Thank
a
you.
grip.
90s tinted.
That
90s.
shit, no, I will tell you, if folks think you think we're bullshitting, I'm not even bullshitting. In the 90s, to get tints on your windows cost a fucking grip.
It did.
That's not even a joke. And now you can get it for a pretty reasonable price. Back then,
Back then,
Hell
nigga,
no.
that was hold on. Back then, nigga, that was per window.
thank you.
Man.
Per
This
window.
like you want to roll like the president? This is how you roll like the president, man. Yeah, $500.
Per window.
I need that for rent.
Like $500 per window.
It's like,
Here
bitch,
come
I need
this
my
nigga
fucking
rolling
rent
through.
money. It's like, what are you talking about?
Let's see, man. See, it's because of that shit. That's why all cops pull you over. Are you a drug dealer? No, nigga. I got this shit done for $95. My cousin knew this shit.
My cousin do
Fucking
this.
driving fucking damn Hyattsville and shit. You get pulled over by Hyattsville PD and shit. They thinking you dealing drugs and stuff. It's like, what the fuck?
Where's the cocaine?
Where's the cocaine? Like, hold on.
Where's the
So,
cocaine?
like, where's the cocaine? So you're just gonna come right at the brother, right? You're gonna come at me. You're gonna come at the brother who got the nice little cheap tinted windows and the plastic dip paint job. Come on now.
Now, did Martin ended up talking to the shy chick inside the club?
Yeah, he talked to her earlier. Like he was talking to her, and at the same time he was cutting all the other chicks off. Hell, he cut the hair salon girl.
She cut his ass out. We already talked about that.
Bruh, he cut her off real bad and took her off the VIP.
Oof, yeah, she slapped shot of him on that one, but yeah. So
Yeah,
basically,
because she mad. She can't. See, she mad. She can't get her hook on no more. She wasn't shit anyway, to be honest with you. She wasn't shit anyway.
Now, while he was at the club, he gets a phone call from Brandy telling him. I'm sorry. He gets a phone call from Brandy when he was in the car. He was riding with Mia, cold as hell, and she's like, and she tells him, so did you like your little trip to the police station? Now the next thing
What's up, T?
he said, now, if you don't want nothing to happen to that chick of yours, you know what you need to do.
break up with her.
Oh, you crazy, man. You
Get
wild, bro.
rid of her, or I'll kill her my damn self.
Yeah, bold move, Cotton.
So
T, what do you got to say? Call the police. Well, at this point, he can't.
yeah, he can at this point.
Oh
Nah,
my
it's too
God,
late. See, you
man.
waited too late. You waited too long, dude.
Remember he had this conversation with Mosley earlier, where he said, "Hey man, I love the fact that my mind is like it's old enough to not get my dick in trouble."
Yeah. So how about that club fire?
Yeah, bro, it wasn't even just a fire. It was, what was it? Electrical damage, water damage, followed by a fire. He had like three to four types of damages done to the club. And this was right at the moment when Martin had already broke up with Mia and dude, like the owner was gonna give him and Bobby Brown half of the club. They were like, all three of them were gonna run that place. They were all gonna be partners.
Yeah.
And then this happens.
Martin's already on like, you know what? Fuck this. We're getting this shit done and over with, and that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I love the fact that he said, "Look, man, look, Smitty, I think I know who did this." No, fuck that. I know who did this. And he takes off. Bobby Brown with one of the best lines in the movie. Nah, man, the only reason why he broke up with you is because that bitch Brandy. Like, she was gonna do something to you, like if he stayed with you. So he did what he had to do. Like, but where is he? Like where's Darnell? I can't find him. Man. He went off to kill that bitch.
Yeah, so
Bobby Brown, ladies and gentlemen. Bobby Brown, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a hand clap. Give Bobby a hand. Execution. Beautiful.
So at this point,
they take off.
So they take off, and Darnell bust up in there like, "Hey, where you at, Brandy?" And then she bam, blammo, fucking. Might as well. Do you count that as a gun butt? I would.
No, because that wasn't a gun butt at all, because she came at him with a freaking vase.
he gets there, he's tied up, and she's got a gun to him, and basically she's just talking all sorts of shit. Like, hey, you hurt my heart and stuff, and she about ready to shoot him in the head.
She kicked that nigga dead to death. That joke had
wait, D, before you get to that part, first of all, she took the cake and rubbed it in the nigga's face. Like, we're gonna enjoy my birthday. Here, have some cake. Rubbed it in the nigga's face, and then she said, I could shoot you right now. Like, I really could. But I'm not going to shoot you, Darnell. I'm not going to shoot you for me. I'm going to shoot you for all women.
Q90s women in the movie there. That's right. Shoot that motherfucker.
I have to say, and this is where I have to stop. This is where I have to stop. This isn't like freaking Angela Bassett and Waiting
I was about to say that.
This isn't like Waiting to Excel, where she was justifiable in burning her husband's clothes because her husband fucked her over big time in that movie, right? Okay, yeah, I get it. You burned your husband's clothes, you burned the car. You know what? He deserved that shit. This is okay, I get it. He hurt you. The stuff up to this point, up to the club, it was like, all right, you did your damage, all right. You didn't have to burn the club. You didn't have to do all this shit. That's where I was like, okay, you're getting a little too carried away with.
Like, she went out of her way to make sure that he was suffering.
Yeah.
And finally, she got him in her house, tied up, gun to his head, and she said, you do all this stuff. You act like you're the man, but you just take women and you just hurt them. You use them up and then throw them away when you're done with them.
But D has a point, though, when he kicked him in the nuts and he's doing that little duck walk.
Yeah. I love the fact that she's like, now, you're going to take your ass up. Like, now we done with the birthday, you're going to take your ass upstairs. I don't know how the fuck you getting me up there, man. Like, Brandy, I ain't walking. She's like, fuck that shit. You ain't going to make me walk up there. Neat nuts. And in true silly-ass Martin Lawrence fashion, nigga duck walking his way up the stairs. Now, as he's doing this, here's me. Hey, yo, Lynn, how many times did y'all had to do that scene? Just like real talk. How many times did y'all break out and start laughing?
Once. Oh, once. No, I'm a professional actress. I could take not laughing in a scene. Here's me. Look, be Air sitting over there. Oh, sorry. We're very sorry. I'm playing 3 times. No. See. I mean, D, you be apologizing. Here's me. I'm looking dead at Lynn Whitfield. Miss Whitfield. This is 90s Martin. That nigga could say anything, you'd laugh. No, actually, no, Eris. I know you better than you know yourself. This is what he would have said. When she said that, you would have said this. I don't know why, but I think you just gave me a boner.
Okay, right there.
Yeah,
putting that out there right now.
All right, all right, D, you got me.
She said an interesting line though. She said, like, it's amazing how men can be controlled by their balls. I like that word. I'd rather say testicles. Here's me. Actually, it sounded very sexy coming out your mouth. So keep going there.
Please keep going. No, she shoots Martin and he falls into the tub, right? So I had to sit there and pause for a second. That thigh meat shot though.
Bruh!
I'm just saying, it's like
hold on.
One last chance of sexiness, bam.
Hold on, CJ. Real quick, let me make another connection to Martin. Who's trying to? I see there's 2 people going for the competition. They're showing off that thigh. Lynn Whitfield and Miss Trinidad. You got Lynn Whitfield and Miss Trinidad from his earlier seasons.
All right.
Like, both are showing off that thigh. Like, damn.
Oh my god.
But yeah, but now in a way, you really do start to feel bad for Martin because, come on, man. Yeah, he's a dog. Yeah, he's stupid. He did what he did. And yes, he hurt you. But did you really need to shoot him? Did you have to shoot him? Like, the nigga's bleeding out now from the flesh wound.
But I'm laughing at
my girl tried to throw a goddamn toaster in the fucking tub.
Actually, hold on. Like, first of all, D, that wasn't a toaster. Second of all, that was like a second generation Casio radio.
I know, right?
Yo,
the only thing Casio sounds better.
The only thing I was missing was Martin hopping at that tub, tackling her, sounding like Martin, like,
Listen. You know where I had that part at when I thought he was gonna say that is when he did that combat roll over the bed. I was like, "Kia, bitch!"
Nigga. I thought he would too. Then, because Bobby Brown, for some odd reason, Bobby and Regina made it in there. Mia, she runs upstairs, tries to break them up. They're fighting at this point. Yo, she starts calling her a nappy. And I was like, great. Dark skin versus light skin.
Bro, she looked like she's like, as she got the gun pointed at her, she was, I remember she was like, so this is who you was gonna leave me for. Like, you gonna leave me for a little nappy head. A little nappy in the hood, huh?
I was like, how? First off.
I'm looking at Lynn Whitfield like,
John Imus over here, shit.
No, but I'm looking at her like, okay, I get it. Yeah, you little Miss High Society, and when a regular ass nigga decides to leave you and go for a chick from the hood like him, it does kind of make you wonder, all right, what the hell does she got that I don't?
Nigga, I get it, I really do, but this is just colorism at its finest.
It is.
Is it colorism? Because I mean, Regina.
Yes, it is.
Ain't really that.
Yes, it is.
I mean, how?
And ain't nigga. Look at it. Don't wait, Chris. You just really stupid. That was really stupid. You mean to tell me that Regina and Lynn Whitfield are in the same color code? No, they're not. Not by a long shot.
Okay.
Not to mention the one person that we did see. Like, first of all, she gets held hostage, and Bobby Brown gets gun butted.
Because of course he does.
Yeah, Bobby got gun butted. Yeah, Bobby got gun butted. Yo, then the best scene of the whole movie happens, where Martin stands up. Both women are fighting by the window. Martin runs at both women, and son, the way it's shot, it looks so wonky to me because you see him running.
He came
shows
flying
the outside. It shows the outside where he's like struggling with two. Then it's like they both have enough force to go through the window, and all of a sudden Martin gets a little bit taller because that's his stunt double. And Regina Hall looks like, and Regina King look like a dude because that's her stunt double too. And they go flying out the window into the pool.
Bruh, first of all, hold on.
It's like we need Regina King with a dude stunt double. Which, by the way, it just came to light recently that they're going to actually stop having dudes dressed up as women for stunt doubles. So kudos, finally, them changing that shit.
I guess. No, you gotta think there weren't that many of them at the time, though. There weren't that many stunt women at the time. You know what I mean?
First of all, you got Martin who ran out of the damn closet.
Yeah, he ran out the closet. He ran out the closet and tried to stab her, and it was like a struggle with the gun. And like you said, they literally throw themselves out the window, Child's Play style, into the. You know what it reminded me of? And not in the same type of different scenes, but it reminded me of the Garbage Day moment because it looked like the camera was switching every 2.5 seconds. It reminded me of that, man. Like they couldn't get a solid shot that they liked, so they mixed all the different shots. It just looked odd as hell, man.
Now hold on. Now before this, when Martin is bleeding out in the pool, and he is giving her probably the most legit apology. Like for a hot second, I actually felt for Martin. I'm like, okay, nigga.
Yeah. I understand.
I feel like you learned your lesson, even though you did. Look, you were the one who broke up with her. It wasn't like you were trying to keep something on with her and me at the same time. Like you knew where you wanted to go. Yes, you had fun. You did your thing with her, but now, hey, look. Before we even go any further with this relationship, I want to go do this and let's just cut this off. Brandy was the one that decided to take her fucking rage-o-meter and turn that shit into level 12. And yeah, you got yourself, you pretty much were brought to this situation.
I mean, I'm just saying, I just like how the movie ended with the whole Brandy turning back towards the camera with "I'll be back" in the next movie. That look.
It did look like that, did it? But it was weird because you just heard the narration like, damn, how could it turned out like that?
Yeah.
However long it takes, I hope they can fix her heart while she in there too. It's like
the line he gave her, because first you get a mug shot, first you got the mug shot of her, and then you hear him saying, "Damn, I'm truly sorry about what happened to Brandy. I just hope baby lands on her feet, but they better make damn sure to fix that dent in her heart before they let her out.
I'm just saying.
Hey, Martin, it's jail. They're not.
First off, and that's what makes me laugh at just if we're gonna.
That is arson. That is arson and attempted murder. She is in there for 20 years.
So
the fact that they show her turn around, freeze frame, and that's it. I had to ask that question. So, did she get out already?
I'll be honest with you. That shit reminded me of Street Fighter V when you press the continue shit with Lynn Whitfield. Like, dun, dun, dun. A new challenger has arrived.
Yeah, because the credits just popped up.
I'm like, whoa, so Linfield's out of jail. She must have hit start, and she's out. Like, literally, the bruises are gone, so it was like the fucking Street Fighter 2 when you get your ass whooped and stuff, and the countdown starts.
You get that twinkle in your eye, and all of a sudden you got a brand new character again.
This is why
And
this is why Thin Line Between Love and Hate 2 would be so awesome, because it's the continuation, except it's her daughter that continues the bullshit.
Oh, God.
Okay, you know,
like,
it
Martin,
can't be your daughter because that doesn't make any sense.
Like, first of all, Martin, if you really do decide to make this movie, please put it on Netflix, because every other studio is going to say no.
Here's how I know the second movie will happen, right? We come to find out that he actually did fuck her without a condom because, hey, that's what dumbass fucking douchebags dudes do. And she actually had a baby, and it's his. That's how that movie is going to end up being. We just find out he miraculously had a kid. It's out the blue.
No. Martin's going to be lazy. He's going to write the same exact damn movie, except Martin's the club promoter this time.
Oh,
Martin's actually the club owner. Like, he actually owns the place.
Hey, I tell you.
I mean, that's what I said. I meant to say, oh, my bad.
I tell you who's going to be. I already know who's going to be the Lynn Whitfield character. Fucking homegirl that plays Storm in them fucking X-Men movies. That's who it's going to be.
No, it ain't. You're shooting too high. Who's the girl that was in Black?
I'm shooting too high.
Yes, you are. Who? No. You know who's going to be Winfield's character? Who was the girl in Blackish? Her.
That's the one that's in Grownish? Oh, damn, dog. You gonna turn American Sweetheart into a fucking Lynn Whitfield? Damn, dude.
All right.
It'll work.
First off, Chris, easy. America Sweetheart.
Okay. No, let me rephrase that. Black America Sweetheart. My bad. Sorry. Chill.
Again, from D. Easy.
Yo, she is so nice. Yo, she is so nice.
No.
I can't see her as evil. It's hard for me to look at her as evil.
I can't see her as evil. That's the reason why. Come on, that's the reason why. It's that easy. Look, dude.
Man, you said I aimed high with my first pick, though. Like Alexa's
yeah, you
ship.
did.
Like Alexa's ship is high.
No. I believe she's not going to be in not too many movies after this. I believe they're going to be coming in slowly, and I don't want Thin Line Between Love and Hate 2 to be a part of that. I'm just saying. We gotta get a girl who's light skinned for this. Ain't she lighting up? Nah, she ain't lighting up. Like, Martin, I think you're making the same move. Motherfucker, who bankrolling this shit?
Fucking Bobby Brown comes back because fuck it, why not? Right?
Oh God. Bobby Brown be a bartender in the movie.
Nigga, I thought you was the owner too.
Hey, question though. So who would be the Regina King character for this?
I don't know. Some shit they just picked.
Wait. Real quick. So apparently the sequel is supposed to have Lynn Whitfield, Regina King, and Bobby Brown.
I know that was 2015, but I'm curious to see where this goes.
Okay, that ain't gonna happen. Now the whole thing ain't gonna make no damn sense, and I don't want to see it. Don't want to hear from it. I don't want to know nothing about it. It's gonna
make about as much sense as fucking damn. Was it Stomp the Yard 2? Which is like, why do you exist?
There was a second one. There was a second one, man. There was like somebody like who asked?
Even Columbus Short was like, why the fuck is there a second movie to this? Why am I here?
There's a second one. Why? Why y'all giving out scripts for this shit?
Now you want to know something? I will say this about his about Martin finishing him finishing the screenplay for the sequel because of that. Because of that planned sequel, let's see. I remember he told Conan O'Brien that the script for Bad Boys 3 was in the works, and he also remember he did that FX series with Kelsey Grammer.
Yeah.
What was that show? Partners.
Yeah,
he did that show. Then he went back to stand-up comedy, and I don't know. I mean, I really like he's trying to push some stuff. I mean, hell, you saw him on that like on his last stand-up. What was it? Last year?
Yeah.
Not last year. The year before. It was either last year, or the year before, where he said, "Yeah, man, everybody keeps coming up to me asking me when am I gonna do another Bad Boys 3? I'm like, they better hurry up and make that motherfucker before me and Will get too damn old."
I mean,
I got it. Look, Martin, I love you. You already are too damn old.
yeah. I mean, look,
I love you, but you're old already.
I mean, let's be real.
Like I like how I like I said, man, like look, me and Will running through the whole movie talking about freeze. You over here running all slow and shit.
I'm just saying, like, Bad Boys 3 is gonna end up like Lethal Weapon 4, and it's like, man, your guys are old as fuck.
Who said yes? Who? Why y'all say yes?
Like who said yes? I mean, they actually got. I mean, he got like all the original. Supposedly the original producers, like Bruckheimer and all of them. Like everybody from the first movie is supposed to be working on this third movie.
I mean, but it's like, but the thing of it is, I think D hit L. If they do a sequel to this movie, it's going direct to Netflix. There ain't no fucking way this shit will be like.
There's no way.
Bad Boys 3?
No, I'm talking about Thin Line.
Thin Line 2. No, that needs to be Netflix.
It would either be a Netflix exclusive or be Bounce TV presents A Thin Line Between Love and Hate 2.
See, first off, you giving Bounce TV way too much credit. Like they actually own licenses.
First
okay?
off, I shoot for the moon, D. All right, you know this. I shoot for the moon on this. All right. So I'm with the Bounce TV. I could have said. See, if I said BET, that's too obvious. You can't go with the obvious. All right.
No. If you went for BET, look, I'm not even joking. If BET would bankroll that movie, it would be big for BET. Yeah. I'm not even joking. That was actually kind of a smart move for BET to actually start bankrolling some of these smaller films. Yeah, they're not going to make it. They'd be good for television. You can play it as many times as you want. And BET has a constant audience that will always watch the bullshit that hops on that channel no matter what. So yeah, I think BET should do it. And
on top of that, it's Martin.
Yeah. On top of that, it's Martin. It's a name. It's a known black name. And I think that would actually be an excellent thing for BT. And I don't think TV One would do it, but TV One as well. I don't think that's a bad idea at all.
And to a lesser extent, Centric Television.
Yeah.
No, actually, hold on. Now, see, I think Centric is much like Bounce. Now, Bounce straight up just shows anything black that they can get the syndicate rights to.
I mean, because doesn't one of them already have the syndication rights to play Martin on TV?
Yeah, that's Centric, but I don't see. That's the thing about Centric. I don't know if Centric is like a different version of Bounce, but it's weird. I don't know the whole rights about Centric. I don't think they make anything original. If they do, it ain't as big time as you think it is. You want to give it to, like I said, BET or TV One, where there's actual stake and there's actual money there. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just being real and just clear about that shit. You would give it to those two over anybody else. So whatever. Well, I don't know about you guys. This is weird for Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day. Why did we choose this for Valentine's Day? Oh yeah, I forgot. Because it was Martin. It was because it was Martin. That's why we just needed something.
Yeah. I mean, we needed something for the Martin month, and this is a movie we were going to touch on at some point any goddamn way. So it worked out. It worked out for the best ultimately at the end of the day. So I was perfectly fine with it. We got our debauchery out the way, which works because trust and believe there was lots and lots.
Yeah.
Lots of it.
It was huge. It was good. It's good to always talk about breast. Red breast. No, we didn't talk about the redness of the area.
We talked about the redness of it.
We didn't need to. Look, guys. First of all, we didn't need to because the whole time. The whole time we ever bring up any of Lynn Whitfield's sexiness is when we brought up them 1996 titties.
You know what I mean?
And the thigh meat.
And we already said she's a flawless, good-looking woman. As for Valentine's Day, this only corresponds to Valentine's Day for anybody that listens to our show that needs to keep their dick in their pants. And you probably say, this is Bam. Only people that listen to this is nerds. You'd be surprised at those nerds who gets tail like that. You'd be really surprised. How about those dudes that go to fighting game tournaments and be banging all the big girls? Those niggas. That's what I'm talking about.
We about to ride off on this one. This is DJ Sue. D, it's always been good talking to you. This is
it's always been a pleasure talking to you.
Like we riding off on this episode of BAM.